Hello! I guess I should go ahead and get this going, right? Let's see, there's a button here somewhere. There we go. Hello, I'm Odin, and welcome to the Sunday live stream. And today, Felicia will be here when she gets here. She's already texted, she's just running late. These things happen, so, okay, whatever. Hi, it's Sunday. Nothing on the table's changed at all since the last live stream. I actually moved a couple things off the table because they were still exactly where we left them from the last live stream. So today we're going to be probably putting the stickers on and probably put the stickers on. I think that's about it for today. I don't think there's any other big plans. I want to get more done. I really do. But I'm still afraid of the electronics and not having the ability to order them at the moment. So it becomes this stalling thing. But we are going to be live streaming today, and we're going to be live streaming again in next week, and then I'll have a Patreon-only secret live stream on Christmas Eve. So for those of you over here right now, and for anyone who's watching in the future, if you want to get in on the super secret live stream, definitely check out patreon.com/Odin Makes and figure out how to get a hold of the Discord access so you can see the grand finale of a goofy thing that we've been doing on Discord already. There are a few people here, like Dan Does Junk is here with a JBL ad. Is that the JBL? Did you get an ad for like a cherry picker scissor lift? It's got to be something else. I can't be thinking wrong. Good morning, James Allen, and hello to Shady. Yes, no, I'll do my best to not trip over the box. That box needs to get out and get going. Shock Broma didn't have an ad this morning. And Will Connors with a hello, and awesome 1960s bat radio, Will Connors. That was cool, and I'm sure a really fun, quick one night build. That was oh, J Period's here, sweet. Good morning, J Period. Alrighty, let's see, what are we doing? At this point, I wish to have banter. But, I went ahead and started because she said she was running late, and what the heck. And secretly, she's probably just running late because that allows the space heaters to work a little better back here and keep it from being crypt cold because she doesn't like the cold at all. Oh, JLG is the lift company, and JBL's for... Oh, JLG is the lift company, JBL's for audio equipment. So something I saw, audio equipment, so something I saw that struck me as interesting, because I've known the audio company Mackie forever, right? The Mackie mixer, and just I've been familiar with their equipment for a very, very long time. And from my point of view, Rode hasn't been around anywhere near as long. They're still been around for a long time, like 20 years at this point, I think. But yeah, Rode purchased Mackie, like acquired Mackie this last week. Okay, all right, I guess. I don't know why that's not a field that I'm really well versed at, or a field that I'm really informed with. But it surprised me. It honestly surprised me to read that. It's like, oh, Mackie's not doing so good. All right. You're welcome, Will Connors. So what? Ooh. So the sticker pack that I bought so long ago, April, was from the Moby Sign Company. So whoever suggested this, I want to say thank you very much. Don't quite remember now. It's been a little bit. But yeah, so what do we got? Are these pre-cut? Oh, that's nice. I think they're even pre-cut. Yeah, they are. 1-to-1 scale Proton Pack and Neutrona wand with magnetothermic slime. Yeah, I can see light through them. They're absolutely pre-cut with pieces removed. This is really cool. Yep, nice. Die cut. set the packing slip back away. Okay. Got the security camera up. I'm watching for when Felicia pulls up out front. Dad does junk just below his left wrist, pulling cables underground, so it's been a bit of a struggle crafting with a crippled wrist, but not letting it stop me. That's good. I'm glad you're not letting it stop you. But yeah, no, not cool. So Dan hurt his wrist, and Ace hurt his back. Yeah. I don't know if any of you, well, I know, some of you have done live streams all on your own, but the lack of a second person when you're used to having it is a huge thing. I'm really used to having a second person around. Intensify, activate. Oh, okay. Oh, that's where those go. Okay. And then we got the clippered valves. Okay. Gonna need to pull up some better reference on a phone, probably, for where the stickers go, so I can make sure to get them on a little more correctly. Very cool. It hurts when I motion as if I was looking at a wristwatch. Ooh. And Steve D's knees. I forgot about that. Yeah, Steve D was posting that went in for surgery on one knee, and the doctors looked at his other knee and thought, I'm not happy with that. So let's do that one too. And Shady stays injured. Yep. And Shock Roman stays injured. With all of our ailments combined, we are broken. I'm sorry, guys. It's a funny joke, but it's not funny you're broken. I'm sorry, guys. Yeah, I forgot about Steve D's knees. He's not able to walk right now, right? Hey, Steve. Hello, Marvel Guy. Doing pretty good. How are you? Marvel Guy pops in with, how you doing, Odin? And good to see you. Okay, yeah, so there is just the one sheet. So what I'm looking at here, which you guys can almost see, is there a slightly better angle? Maybe. I just know I didn't quite set 2 to be the super close-up that I usually do, and it's probably too far away. Yeah, let's go make the camera wiggle. So if we do this and this, and turn on focus assist. Sorry, there's a bit of a glare. No, it's trade-off. Which do we want? Oh, there we go. I'm amused that this long strip over here, touching my thumb, that is one long label. I wonder where that goes. I like that it's got these grates here on the side. And turn on the other. Can I reach the other camera without my gut hitting the keyboard? Is that any better? Not really, huh? It's about the same. But got some meshes here. This really reminds me of the stickers to the old Kenner Millennium Falcon, because you had a mesh sticker like this you put in the back of it. There's like 6 of them. This one's, of course, got a lot more. All right, well, I can see that these go on, probably need something smaller than my finger. I can see that these guys here go on the Neutrona wand, and then, I'm not sure, if this is supposed to be a label representation of what we're trying to do with actual LEDs. This looks like an Imperial Countdown. Cool. I forgot I wasn't on one. And there's such a separation. I wonder if these are die cut or laser cut, because it looks like they shrank. I mean, they've been sitting in the envelope for however long. They could have just shrank from the heat in the room, but huh. Oh, there's a lot of stuff going on here. We are broken. Those stickers look awesome, yeah, don't they? Moby Sign Company. Someone, one of you fine people in the comments or with a email, let me know that these are the ones to get off of Etsy. Danger fits all of us. Marvel Guy is asking a question that's kind of a list question and is a little off topic, but I am an old school Star Trek fan, so yeah. You know, let's just go ahead and say, generally speaking, Arena is one of my favorites, not because it's a good episode, but because it happens in a place where I know I can go to in California, and it has a rubber monster. Tomorrow was Miku the Multi-Poo's birthday. Dan does junk. She's going to be 7. Nice. Yeah, the dog doesn't mind you celebrating her day today during the weekend. I wouldn't mind that. It'd be fine with me. Alrighty, well, do I want to start without her? Kinda not. How long do I stall? What do I talk about? What am I doing? Am I doing anything fun? So, for the live stream coming up in 2 weeks, there's a couple of things going on if I remember Shop Gremlin's plans correctly. One, we've been playing this Advent calendar game, something I've been doing for I've been doing kind of for a little while, doing the Star Wars Advent calendar. It's just been fun to always get it. But last year, Shop Gremlin and I did the whole Ashen's Advent Hell thing, where, if you don't know, Ashen's Nerd Cube over on Ashen's YouTube channel does an Advent countdown where they find crap Advent calendars and just open them up and see who gets less disappointed, and therefore that's the winner, right? Now, Shop Roman and I are both opening up Lego Advent calendars, so obviously we're not really disappointed, but the spin for us is, as an individual build that came out of the box for that specific day, which one is cooler, right? Which one are you disappointed in? And if you end up being disappointed by something, or whoever loses, because inevitably one of them is almost always cooler, not today, but almost always, then the other person gets to open up the punishment calendar, which for me is a calendar of kind of nasty teas. They're better than the teas from last year, because they're actually loose leaf teas, and they actually, you can see that it's made from bits of dried plant as opposed to whatever, sawdust. But every damn one of them has got cinnamon and nutmeg and stuff in it, because it's got to be Christmas themed. It's like, no! But currently, Shock Grumman isn't drinking herbal tea, so they can't do that. So they got themselves their own Advent punishment calendar, which is a hot chocolate calendar, which goes into a Keurig. And those ingredients read exactly like stuff you get out of a Petri dish. This is something you put together with your junior science set, not in the kitchen. And then I'm not drinking the hot chocolate because half of them have coffee in it, and I turn into, well, an asshole when I drink coffee. It's just that type of caffeine makes me rage, so it's a lot better if I don't drink it. So we have our own personal punishment calendars. When the stream's all over, at some point, you get to mix up some punishment tea and punishment coca and enjoy the bitterness of what we got today. But on the 24th, it's the last day of the Lego Advent calendar, and just like last year, we're going to go ahead and open that up live on a live stream right here just for the Patreon members. So that will be an unlisted stream. If you're watching in the future, that stream will not be posted publicly. You will not be able to find it publicly. It'll only be posted in Discord and on Patreon itself, so those members can see it. And we'll open up the final couple days and look at everything we got and build the last thing. Last year, we built a couple other sets as well. This year, Shop Gremlin's planning some sort of torture gift. Now, that sounds like going to be actually, honest to God, tortured. No, nothing like that. It's a torture gift because you do a joke gift where something is like a nesting doll. It's a gift wrapped within a gift wrapped within a gift wrapped, so on and so forth. But this one involves puzzle boxes. I don't know if it has Cenobites or not, but there's plans within plans with things and rules and wood, and we spent a good chunk of the day yesterday cutting out wooden boxes and putting hinges on them in order to put stuff in it to on and on and on. And okay. Thinking about it, yeah, they need to... The wooden boxes are only a 1/4 inch thick, right? Because we're running all through the X-Tool laser, which is great. It's a nice way to cut and make boxes. But because they're only 1/4 inch thick, all the screws that are holding on, the places for the padlocks to go, and the hinges, all the screws are longer, so we actually have to grind all the screws off on the inside, or else it's just going to shred the wrapping paper when it comes out of the box. But whatever. So if you want to... I really don't know what's planned with this thing. I have an idea, right? Because I helped make my own punishment box. But I really don't know exactly what's going on with this thing, what's going on in it. I've already been shown a couple of the packages. Here's the thing. Some of you guys may not know. Here's the thing. Ever since I was a little kid, I was really good at reasoning out and figuring out what a gift was by touching the gift, right? It's like, here, Odin, here's your gift. Oh, cool. It's Lego. But, it's also just kind of all right. And it became a game for me and a thing of annoyance for my parents. Specifically, and this came up because Jerry posted a picture with him with the actor from Flash Gordon, Sam. I can't remember his last name right now, but the 80s Flash Gordon movie. And then a gift came up as well. I think Shockroom posted the gift on Discord. But that particular year that movie came out, which was 81, 82, I was given a box that was about a foot by about a foot and about so deep, somewhere in this area. Very lightweight. And with like happy, smug, almost pride. This is the way I remember it anyway. It probably wasn't that at all. My dad, I think, hands me the gift. And of course, Mom's watching. And so I get the gift. And, all right. It's a weird thing that like moves inside, but otherwise it doesn't weigh anything. And nothing's shifting. It just kind of tick, 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 right? Shake it again and kind of look at it. Well, it feels like there's something inside that isn't moving, but then there's something else that's taped to the top of the box so it'll flop around and make a funny noise. And I remember my dad being so fucking disappointed. So I opened it up, and it was a set of Tinker Toys, right? He'd taken a spool with a stick in it and something else on it and taped it to the top of the box so it would flop back and forth in a weird way. And then it had that Flash Gordon soundtrack on LP. Remember records? Maybe you don't, but 12-inch record that was just barely sat inside on an angle because it didn't quite fit in the box. But yeah, that was probably the highlight. Sorry, Dad. But yeah, so I've already seen the gifts. I've seen them wrapped. Been trying really hard not to touch them. Have ideas already, but I'm not going to say anything. It's best not to say anything. Let's just let this play out. Puppy is back, says Dan Does Junk. Yes, Puppy is back up on the wall. Oh yeah, so that whole thing, that unwrapping of that gift will happen on that live stream. Sorry, rambled, got lost in my own stories. Whatever this Christmas Eve punishment gift. Congratulations, Odin, you made it to Christmas. Here's your freaking gift. It's not quite that, but I think it's all done in fun. It's not anger at all. This thing will be wrapped up, and yeah, it's something like this. I had to look up the dimensions of the outside box I'm supposed to make. That's like 400 millimeters by 350 millimeters. It was just easier for me to do it millimeters. Sorry, all my American friends. But it's like 18 inches by 16 inches. It's going to be a pretty good sized box that everything else fits inside of, right? And that box is wood. And then, for all I know, it's going to get wrapped up inside of more boxes and wrapped with chain and poured in concrete. I don't know what's going on with this thing. But so that crazy box will be opened up on the live stream on Christmas Eve. That will be specifically Patreon only. It's an exclusive just for you guys. I'll be here. Shock Brown will be here. May or may not be on camera, but they'll be here. And I'll open that up, and we'll all get to see what kind of whatever is shoved inside of this thing. and this is to top what happened last year. Last year's gift was a Lego set, specifically the big classic space. It was the Galaxy Explorer, but the upscaled modernization of the Galaxy Explorer. And of course, ordered it online. Can't remember from who. And it arrives. So it's packed, a box within a box. And I go and pick it up and go, oh, it's a Galaxy Explorer, and set it down. And that started the whole thing, right? So that got wrapped and was wrapped inside of a box, with socks and a bunch of other stuff. That was totally wrapped up completely with duct tape inside of a box. And yeah, something like 11 minutes for me to unwrap it on Christmas Day in order to get through all the pieces and get down to it. Yeah. Could have been a lot of fun. Should have been a lot of fun. The company that I had that particular day wasn't the best. But, so I'm really looking forward to this year because I think it's going to be a lot more fun this year opening up this particular little torture gift. So Puppy is back. Hey, Schultz is here. Late, but here now. Hello, everyone. Hello, Schultz. Don't worry. Felicia's late. You got here before Felicia. Yep, still not in the parking lot. Tell them why I get gifts as puzzles. Shop Grandma, did I answer that already? I wonder if I did or not. Mariah Woods is here. Hello, Mariah. And like your new zombie killing stone with the plush zombie head from Zombie vs. Plants. Plants vs. Zombies. Whichever. Horticulture versus Necromancer, one of those. Dan Does Junk got my brother once by wrapping a box in a box in a box in a box in a box. When he was all done, I pulled the gift out of my pocket. So, I was working in the comic shop. Comic shop story! I was working in the comic shop, and Howard was one of the more animated and fun guys at the comic shop, right? He was a lot of fun to talk to. Well, Howard's roommate, or roommates, I believe plural, decided to have fun with him and did a Christmas Easter egg hunt. So what they did, Howard had a small gift, right? He was excited because they had dropped many hints they're going to be getting him a Super Nintendo because it was the year that the Super Nintendo was coming out. And so when they finally give him his gift, it's this little box about the size of a Rubik's Cube, right? And he's like, all right. And he opens it up. A little disappointed, but obviously he's probably putting on a really good face. And he opens up the box, and it's just got a note. It says, go in the dining room. So he goes in the dining room. And in the dining room, Easter egg style, finds another little box and pulls out that box and unwraps it. And it says, go in the driveway. Well, this progression happens on and on and on until he was told to go into the freezer. And he finally gets like, all right, and he opens up the freezer. There's like a block of ice, and he busts the ice, and there's a note that says, look under the tree. And he goes back to the tree, and they had put the Super Nintendo back under the tree at that point, but made him run around the house first to try and find it. And I like the fact that the last one was frozen in ice. Marvel guy, still trying to keep lists. Yeah, my first Ghostbusters is my favorite. The Afterlife was really, really good, and immediately after saying it, I remember thinking this was really good and really, I don't know, it might be better than the first one. That's a tough choice. We got some ads going on. Lego Dreams ad, wow. Will Connors decided to say something, then regretted it. Just says message retracted. Or Dreams. Yeah, the Lego Dreams set are interesting. It's, yeah. I keep looking at them. I was hoping they would have a figure that had purple. Purple Spaceman specifically, because the purple helmet and the purple air tanks, as far as sets go, still have only been released in the one Year of the Hare New Year's parade set that came out this year, and it came with one dude who was wearing the helmet and the air tanks. But if the minifig that had the purple space logo on its chest was an alien who also had additional print on the arms and on the legs. So at this point, I've got the pieces, but my purple spaceman still has that black print on the arms. I got to dig through some old boxes I don't quite have access to right now to find a pair of clean purple arms, and then I'll have one purple spaceman. Since that set's come out, the purple space helmet and the purple air tanks have been on the online pickup rack, so you can actually order them directly from online. I haven't caught them while they are in stock, but I do intend on ordering a few more. In fact, I just found a bag that's got my 4 blank orange Lego astronauts. And one of the things I want to do now is figure out how to make a stencil that I can use to stick and then actually make my own logo print, a space print to put on there. I thought about trying to do a dry transfer, like the old Presto Magics or Letra set, for those of us who really remember graphic arts from a million years ago. Getting a custom-made dry transfer sheet, just a single sheet this size, is like $400. It's like, well, that's not going to happen. But it's stuff. It's fun. Dan does got more stuff done with his beam scythe. Heavily distracted by my large Blacktron fig. Yeah, your large Blacktron fig is cool. I have yet to start cutting out. Oh, hey, Felicia. Hi.
I made it.
Good.
Didn't realize there was going to be traffic over where they're doing construction.
Oh, well, that's just 50.
We'll take it off on Exposition.
Oh, ooh.
They're redoing that exit a little bit.
Oh, right. Yeah, they are.
Yeah, and then also there's festivities going on, so people are using
that exit that's now smaller. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, so I'm just like, oh, well, I'm going to be a little later.
Even later. Not a big deal. So Dan, thank you. I am super excited to build a large scale Lego fig. I'm just busy cutting out other things like my own Christmas present. But anyway. Hi, Felicia.
Hello, how are you?
Doing pretty good. How are you?
Pretty good. I made it.
Good. I'm glad.
in one piece.
I'm very happy for that.
Yes.
I tried to set up a couple of space heaters.
I appreciate that. I'll trade you sides
this
so I can
corner's a little
stand
warmer.
next to them. Because I see.
Yeah.
Makes a difference.
Yeah, it does. Like I was saying earlier, it's crypt cold in here.
Yeah, no, I had to put the coat on when I came in here. It was warmer outside.
It is warmer outside than it is in here. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, just to look at what the temperatures are outside is not. For those of you who don't remember, we're on the north side of the building, and we're the northern hemisphere. This means the sun never hits these outside walls. This wall here specifically faces north and lives its entire life in the shade. So the wintertime comes around, nothing ever warms this room up. And then it's got a high humidity, which makes it even colder. Dan knows it's crypt cold. You come in from outside, it's like, is it as cold as winter in the Northeast? Well, no, but it's cold, especially for California. Yeah.
I guess I have to gripe and complain about something.
Yeah, well, that's fine. You're not comfortable in the cold. I don't blame you. I'm not comfortable in the heat, so it's all good.
I was looking for that.
Oh, good. That was yours? It was on the table.
No, I know. I have a bunch of these.
Okay.
They're just like fine tip pens I use them for pattern drafting.
I was using it to point bits and pieces out on the sticker sheets.
Makes sense.
Yeah,
I'm going to leave it in here because I'll want it.
Okay. Well, you found it. Now you're going to lose it again.
It's okay. I think I have another one of those in my purse.
Okay.
I keep running into them because I leave them where I want to find them.
That makes sense. That's forward thinking for future Felicia.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good, yes.
Chaotic good.
Chaotic good.
Yes.
So I was letting him know that we're planning on doing a live stream today, just in case they didn't realize that. Then we were planning on doing a live stream next week.
Yes.
And then I'm planning on doing a Christmas live stream for the Lego Advent calendar that'll be Patreon only on Christmas Eve. And then was just talking about how Shock Brumman's planning on making a Christmas torture gift, but it's not. It's one of those gift within a gift within a gift, but it's not just wrapping paper. It's like plywood and padlocks and probably barbed wire and cement. But I don't know. It may not be
their
that
own.
bad, but yeah. But it's going to be a process to open this thing up. So
Okay, so you guys are gonna have some fun on this.
yeah, so we'll have some fun in here on Christmas Eve. But it'll be Patreon members only.
I will be hosting family stuff, so have
Awesome.
fun.
Not a problem. Wasn't trying to convince you to
No.
come down. I didn't expect
No worries,
you to. Yeah.
but you guys should tune in and watch.
Thank you.
Yes.
I was also joking about I came in and the table hadn't been touched since the last time we did a live stream.
I haven't come in.
I haven't been in to do anything. I've been in the shop. I moved some things around, but I collected some stuff, but I didn't do anything project-wise on the table, so nothing changed. I even finished tightening the silver paint. It was
We
still
didn't
a little,
even leave it.
No, it was lightly put on, but it wasn't.
Well, at least
fully.
everything was like as we left it, so we can come back and just continue. So
Right. I was figuring today we would probably pretty much do stickers because didn't really.
yeah, we talked about that last week.
Yeah,
We're gonna
just-
sticker all it. It's
that
a
was-
process and a half of making stairs. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you
No,
off.
it's okay. No, it is a process and a half.
These filters are hilarious.
Yes, I was talking about those because they reminded me of stickers from the old Millennium Falcon toy.
Yeah.
One of the things I wanted to do with stickers was to give us some delayed time to be able to order electronics. And then, December rolled around and I look at what the funds I have available for ordering electronics. It's like, maybe I can order some in January.
Well, we can always do the treasure hunt of trying to find the.
Oh, yeah, we can always do the treasure hunt and trying to find the Alice packs. Yeah,
Yeah,
okay.
we'll see what we find instead. I see
Right.
like some kind of core.
I think they're...
What's in that basket? That's my basket, but I don't know what's in it.
I can't see because I'm looking up at the light. But at this
Yeah.
point, it's like, all right,
And that's McThor's bust.
that's McThor's bust, yeah. McThor's bust is up there. Your basket's probably up there, but I'm not really
that
sure which
is
one.
my basket, but I don't know what's in it. Like, I don't know what I left here. You
Oh,
know what I
okay,
mean? Like,
gotcha.
I'm like, I recognize that. I purchased that basket at one point. I left it here. I have no idea what's in it.
Okay.
Or why
all
it's
right.
there, but it'll be interesting to find
Are
out.
we dragging the ladder in and dragging down? So we dragged in a laptop and bring up a way of linking my phone, like a Zoom meeting or something. I can actually do a remote, excavation above
You can
the
do that on OBS. You can remote
Yeah,
your
okay.
camera in.
to OBS as well. Nice.
Uh-huh. But yes, we should do that. Maybe not today. We'll get the stickers
No,
on.
not today.
But I'm like,
'Cause
that
we're
is a
missing a piece.
treasure hunt and a half. We might find the Ark of the Lost Covenant before we find those Alice packs. But
That's actually not too far off. I'm pretty sure the Alice packs
I'm
are
not
way...
exaggerating.
No, you're not. They're either way in the back, because I was digging around
I
a couple
remember,
weeks ago.
yeah.
So they're either way in the back by the vent, because we put in a motorized vent coming out of the 3D print room. So it's either back next to that 14-inch vent, or it's to the right of that 14-inch vent. Either way, buried beneath a bunch of other crap.
right? Yeah, I
I
understand.
think I ran out of time last night. I was just trying to get it done before. And
Yeah, it's an excavation project.
yeah, this could be a great shot of me going up an 8-foot, 10-foot ladder.
Is it really that tall?
That room's
Oh yeah, it was.
that room's
yeah.
about 9.5 tall to the top there.
Okay, yeah,
that
makes
lovely
sense.
constructed, almost square. Not really. I built it.
It's a box, but it has a hole so you can breathe.
Yes,
They poked a hole in it.
there is a hole there. Yeah,
Yeah.
which is very nice. Alrighty, so next week I guess we're gonna go play with the ladder going up top. OBS can do it, but there's no way to get the OBS from this computer to talk to the machine we're using to live
Okay,
stream.
so you have to do
So
it
if
another
we,
way.
If we bring a laptop and we either OBS or Google Meets or something with a laptop, HDMI out into one of the inputs, then you can switch down here and actually see it. And as long as I'm switched to, then the microphone on my camera will pick me up and you'll be able to hear whatever's going on upstairs.
Modern problems require modern solutions.
So if you think I need a fedora, send one now to P.O. Box 3152. Anyway.
That joke went over my head.
Indiana Jones.
There we go. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, no, it's an excavation site, that's for sure. But it's like interesting things that you pull out.
Oh, yeah, there's lots of content. You're talking about... You mentioned the basket. You mentioned... not McThor, but yeah. The bust. And then The warp core, or what did you talk about?
I don't know. There's some kind of core. I was just making jokes.
Yeah,
But
the white
there's-
thing, right?
Yeah, that's a core, right?
Yeah, it literally is a core.
Yeah.
The Lightstream, I can't remember what they're called. The company changed their names. It became Beconics. But
Oh, yeah, we talked about them.
yeah. If I dig, I can find a video of it. It is a work core with animated LEDs on the inside, but I fried the chipset for that. So would have to take their thing out and put a different
Non-fried chips.
non-fried, yeah,
Probably just the baked
pie
chips
or
instead.
some sort of Bluetooth enabled
Now I'm just hungry. Chips, pie,
chips.
half-baked.
Are you half baked today?
No.
Oh, okay. Are you full baked today?
No.
Oh, well, bummer.
I am freezing. I am a frozen turkey today. That's what I am.
Wow, I am a meat popsicle. All of a sudden, it's like, I can't remember the quote from Fifth Element. I feel bad. Okay, let me go back to, gosh, when was that? 2019. So where's that video? Go ahead and see if feel free to stall or if any comments have popped up.
What are you looking for? The warp core video?
I'm looking for the warp core video so I can show
okay.
that because we're talking about it.
Yeah, I remember we were talking about Beconics using them for bells and whistles, but then we
Yeah. Then someone, who was it? Then someone
gave us different
Gave us
resources,
that
and
were-
then we were like, I don't know what we're doing anymore, and then we haven't figured it out from there. But I remember we were going to use them.
Yeah, at this point, we'll just go ahead and use the resources that are specifically designed.
Yeah.
You know, someone else figured it out for the most part, so let's reward them and buy their stuff.
Right,
And,
and it's easier that way
it's a
because
lot easier
it's
that
like
way.
that's a lot of mental work, and I appreciate that somebody did it.
Yes.
I haven't purchased like patterns in forever, but I can appreciate the work that somebody's done to figure out the patterns in the first place.
Right, and the extra work, because you figure out patterns for yourself, and I know how this will go together.
But the steps to putting them together in a logical order.
Right, and then putting together instructions or directions to present it to someone else so they can just follow it. Like, Chris did a really good job. Yeah, that's a whole lot more work.
It's half the battle. Like, you have to make the puzzle and give instructions on how to put the puzzle together. And then it's all the work of still putting the puzzle together. But that's why we like Legos.
Yes. Yeah, actually it is, very much, because there's like, oh, there's the rain rig.
J. Period says, it's wild that it's warmer down in the bay than it is where you are right now, LOL.
Yeah,
I believe it. When
it
it's
is.
freezing here, it's usually warm in the Bay Area. And then when it's warm in the Bay Area, it's freezing. You know what I mean? It's like the opposites, but it's always cold in the Bay Area. Last time I went there, it was so hot. Like, it was like in the hundreds.
Mm-hmm.
And I was trying to get dressed to
That's
go
too
down
hot.
there, but I was just like, it's so hot. It's going to be... I'd get there and freezing. Ended up buying a sweater. I have a really good San Francisco sweater now. But... I'm not going to put this cup on top of the stickers because that would be bad. I almost did it. Shh. But,
Yeah. They are vinyl stickers. I was amused
distressing
looking at
them.
Yeah, I was amused looking at them that, well, not this one so much. This one's pretty good. The way they're cut, they look like they shrank a little bit, especially here.
Probably because there's a heating element in the
Yeah.
cutting process to make it easier. I'm guessing.
I agree with you totally. I want to look only at videos. That should help make this easier. Because I'm looking forward to video anyway.
Caution. Hot. Allow to cool before removal. Handle carefully. Delicate lamp filament. Slow blow. Made to fit a 1-to-1 scale Proton Pack and Neutrona wand. Good thing we have a 1-to-1 pack ratio, right?
Yes.
Do we?
Yeah, we should. It's really close.
Danger! High voltage! Electric shock hazard. Remove power before repair or adjustment. Hey, I recognize how to read that little grid. Probably not tell anyone how to, but that's a battery, right? No.
Probably. Well, that's a switch, but I don't know.
It's okay.
I don't know how to read that.
Thanks to Shop Gremlin, I recognize it. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember following this with the clock tutorial. Need to melt all the things. I like the font on the Clippard Minimatic Mini-matic.
Yes, all the fonts in the Clipboard Mini-matic are very, very cool.
Yeah, that really reminds me of like old batteries and old car parts.
Over here.
And the old diagrams that I would see.
If you want to hit cut, we can share it.
I could. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we're enjoying these old fonts here, which I can't push it closer to the camera because it won't be in focus, unfortunately. But yeah.
They're very retro.
They're very retro.
And it has the effort into it. Yeah.
And then this is the diagram she's talking about being able to read. Well, it kind of looks like a truck. But
it does kind of look like a truck. And it looks like there's a piece missing.
Yeah.
On all of them.
On
And
all
there
of
is.
them. And there is. So there's something that's supposed to, this goes over, it blinks or I don't know.
Yes, but there's a hole there. And I thought it was my fault at first, and I didn't say anything, and then I realized there were 3 of them, all missing them, and then I said something because I realized it wasn't my fault.
Right. Good for you.
I mean, I didn't not take the blame.
No. But it totally wasn't your fault, so whatever.
Filler plug air vent. Close air vent when not in use. Can we, like, make any of these open and close? No.
Probably not. Yes. It's going to take a little more effort now.
No, I'm not being that ridiculous, but I'm just laughing because I'm like, well, are these things actually removable? I think we're in danger if these things were.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger, yep.
There's a video of a train going by.
Grease retention splines. Splines.
Spleens.
Splines.
Do spleens retain grease? I don't think so.
Ew. I think they filter your blood. No. That's your kidneys.
Yeah.
What does your spleen do?
Someone knows.
I heard we can live without it.
Oh, wow. This is actually kind of worthy of showing.
You found it?
No, but I found something else. Let's see, how close am I here?
I don't.
Because I can't remember how long ago that was, right? Because I didn't date it or anything. Huh, I did find it finally. Okay. So specifically,
Camera, or just push cut.
just hit 2.
2.
So that's the warp core when it was working. You know, that's the animated warp core.
Yeah,
where
we have a dead warp core up in the attic.
Should have just jettisoned that thing, but nope, got a dead warp core. So this was never a video build or anything. This was just something I did for fun, and I think it got
Back
used.
when you did projects for fun?
Yeah,
you did that?
I did that on occasion when I got inspired and I wanted to do something. It's I'm just going to do this thing and animate it to make it work as a. Let's see. Yeah, here we are. There's the other one. This probably takes a lot longer, but it had this animation for it to turn red. Like slowly turns red and dies or something like that. And then yeah, there was a production that came through and they wanted to use the thing and oh no, apparently I wasn't being careful. I let the camera poke in.
Ooh, I'm telling.
So now I can go back to the other video they got excited about.
Okay. But you found it.
But I found it. That's the warp core that's upstairs. Yeah.
Yeah, I see it. It's not light up. It's not a lit beacon or anything.
So one of the fun things with going back through all the crap on your phone and having like the same account forever and a day and whatnot.
Old photos.
Is you find what you were doing on December 10th of 2019.
2?
Yep. So this is what I was doing on December 10th of 2019.
Hyperfixating on muscle strands.
This is
and painting them.
Yeah, well, that's his puppy set up outside getting painted. So on December 10th, today, on 2019, I was painting up Soul Edge.
Such a different time.
Back when I was actually doing something? Yeah.
Well, the whole world changed.
Oh, yeah, the whole world changed.
Since that video's
been
made.
I made a demon blade and the world went to hell. Sorry, guys. All right.
Right?
We probably should kick ourselves over to being public.
It is noon. I made it before.
No. Just now? Oh, what? Wow. I thought it was like way later than that.
What?
It's only just now noon.
Yeah.
I thought I was like 10 minutes late.
I thought I was running super, super late. And I was like, as long as I'm there before we go live to the public, I'll be fine.
Yeah. You're not wrong.
But I made it sooner than I thought I did. It just felt like forever because traffic.
So yeah, no, that's cool. I should post that video to
the
Discord.
interwebs.
To Discord just for the fun of it.
You can also put it on your Instagram.
Yeah, I could.
I know, special treatment for Discord members, but...
Yeah, almost always. Discord.
Because thank you, guys.
Yeah, because thank you, guys.
No, it's a cool little community over there.
Here.
Odin Makes posts on his phone.
Yep. This is how Odin posts.
And this is how Odin posts. Alright, we actually have to put these things on and not in the wrong spot. Where does the slow blow go?
Right, exactly.
The danger signs. I need reference images.
Did it go? Or did
There we go. Reference image. That one is that one. Right? Wrong. Right.
Did I do it right?
Did you?
It seems like it did. It's a video. There it goes. Yep. Okay.
Oh, I have something we can open at noon, by the way.
Oh,
not
good.
at noon, but...
At the not noon.
At the mail time.
I actually have a letter as well that was greatly delayed that I'll go ahead and open up a chair.
Yeah. It's a box that I've been leaving here for like a few weeks now.
Oh, okay. I've been walking past that and I was wondering about that.
Yes,
all right.
because it's been my fault that it's been there.
Okay,
for
that's
a few
fine.
weeks. So I was like, might as well share.
Oh, that's cool. So, hey, it's noon, and we open up the stream to be available for public people to be able to watch. So if you just jumped in and it seems like we're mid-sentence,
Welcome.
welcome! And we are. For about 45 minutes now or a little more, we've been streaming as an unlisted, specifically for all of my Patreon and Discord members. But now it's open to everyone else to come and see, so hello, everybody!
Welcome. Hi, I'm Felicia.
Hi, I'm Odin, and today is another installment of the Odin Makes live stream where we are ever so slowly inching our way to putting together a set of Proton Packs and Neutrona ones. And today...
Stickers!
These are some awesome stickers that were suggested to us to pick up from someone I can't remember because I bought these back in April. Or I think actually Shock Grumman bought these back in April.
Thank you, Shock Grumman.
Yeah, thank you, Shock Grumman.
Intensify, activate. Where did those stickers go? We'll find out.
Oh, they go on the buttons right here.
Yes.
But these came from the Moby Sign Company on Etsy, which apparently are some... whoever suggested them to me initially said, these are good stickers! So, all right, we went and got those good stickers.
Right.
And now I need to do the same thing for electronics. I need to go and get the good electronics, which I say the same thing because I remember it when I'm here, but as soon as I leave here, I go to lunch and I go and try and get some other stuff done because it's still Sunday and I have to go to work tomorrow. And I completely forget about searching through my email to find the email from, because I think the same guy suggested the electronic kits. In order to order the electronic kits.
Next time you find that email, just star it.
Oh, it search through the hundreds of start emails.
Oh, there you go. That's true.
No, I literally think I have like 10,000 unopened emails because of all the
Key
spam and
terms.
junk and all that crap in there.
Help.
Yeah, key terms of help. I can
There
look
you
for. I can look for Ghostbusters.
Yeah,
or whatever.
Ghostbusters.
I'll find it
21,
pretty easily.
Yeah. Organization, right?
Right. Miss Merrimack's already commented on the Soul Edge video. How time flies. Yeah.
Took forever, too. It
Yeah.
felt like it was never going to end.
Right.
But then it was over, it was done, and now it's been a few years.
Now it's been a few years and this thing's ran around.
It's back!
It's
I just noticed! Did you guys see it blink?
Blink, it'll disappear. Okay, so what I need to do, what I have been doing,
Reference images?
reference images. Started doing this last week too, but
Yes, I just have this one, but it's not a very good one.
no, it's not. And the Neutrona one, I mean, I can still see like that should be.
Nope. 'Cause
Nope.
that one's that one.
Oh, yeah,
Isn't
okay.
it?
No, you're right.
I think...
Is this the motor synchronous?
Is it this one?
Yeah, we
No.
need better reference images.
Yeah, we need actual reference images, otherwise this isn't gonna work.
This isn't going to work.
Yeah. It's a great reference image when we're just kind of getting the general pieces of the part. Is this number 81? You know, like...
Yeah.
But good reference images make a big deal. Big difference.
Images.
So, things have changed.
Things have changed?
I don't see any of the chat.
Oh, because I had to click You know,
Yeah, no, I
the
know.
whole
I'm
public
just
thing.
like, I don't want to start clicking things because we might start a new stream on accident. Just saying.
There's the chat.
Okay, there we go.
There's the chat. Sorry, take that away from you.
No worries. And we are on live chat. Okay. Schultz Division says, yay, Jerry. Hello. So, hello, Jerry.
Hello, Jerry. Oh, hey, yeah, there's a picture of it sitting on the Alice pack. And there is a sticker that goes on the back side of it. So this big danger high voltage one goes on the back of the pack.
Okay, that makes sense. But we're not onto the back of the pack. We have to go do our little excavation.
Yeah, that's got to happen.
Oh, I came this close to getting a flight suit in the right color and everything.
Okay.
But I...
Just that close.
Just that close. Well, I worked on a last-minute commercial, and we had the perfect thing.
Uh-huh.
But I had to return it because we didn't end up using it. You know what I mean? Like,
right, if you use it, then... One of the... Yeah. Some of the lower budget video productions and some commercial productions that both of us have been on have this idea that they'll buy stuff from Amazon, use it in the production, and then return it because you can. And famously, Blair Witch Project did that with the camera, right? Back in the 2000s, they bought that Canon
it's pretty
video camera.
industrial standard, like in an almost embarrassing way that they have certain departments down in Southern California because people do that so much.
Okay.
But a lot of productions do it. Ethically, I don't typically do it because if it gets used, it's in the budget.
Yeah, if it gets used, you keep it. You used it. And I agree with that. I can see buying extra stuff, especially if you're trying to figure out if you're going to use it or not.
Yeah, because it's like, this wasn't the right color, I'm returning it. This wasn't the right thing, I'm returning it. So
yeah, I would do that to a brick and mortar store.
Yes, yeah. So I do that to brick and mortar stores on sets. Like, a lot of times we'll go into a thing, buy more of the stuff, use this. If it gets used,
now it becomes part of
the production.
what the production stuff is. It's either consumed in any sense, not necessarily eating, but it gets used up, right? Burnt, whatever happens, or it just goes into the wardrobe for future things.
Yeah, kind of a thing. So, anyways, this close. Fun, really weird project. Didn't end up with it. I was like, Dad, it's so close. I'm like, that would have been perfect. But at least I know it's cheap enough on Amazon.
Well, speaking of which, I actually spent, for the first time in a very long time, I had a little bit of time to kill, so I wandered into a Goodwill just for the fun of it, right? It's like, I wonder if I'll find Lego. I found a box. I didn't find any pieces. So I found a Lego thing, which made me kind of happy. I didn't want to pay $7 for basically a lunchbox. But I did find other stuff that I thought we'd be able to use.
Ooh.
Turns out this is a little bit too big because it's not split loom. But as far as there's this corrugated tube that goes on the Proton Pack. This doesn't fit inside of the PVC pipes that we were using. But it's not split. It's got the right corrugation, or close enough, and it's 6 feet long.
Yeah.
So it might be long enough that we could use it for some of the connection between for the wands. Because we only need about 3 feet for that, right? So, but this is
double there. So if you have it, is it enough for two?
That's like 4 feet long. This thing is, it's greater than 6 feet.
Yeah, I was going to say,
that's nice.
This is a yard. 1 yard.
Right, exactly.
2 yard.
Plus it's got some other fun shapes on it.
It's a little over 3 yards.
And everyone does it, from what I can tell, whenever I'm trying to piece something together at a thrift store. I didn't necessarily want to go in and just go, I'll just buy the part I want and ignore the rest of the tool. So I looked around to try and make sure that whatever cleaning thing this was, this is some sort of wet vac thing, I couldn't find the other parts it went to. So I was like, all right, I don't feel bad just buying the hose.
Oh, well, there you go. Someone just got rid of the hose.
Or, Goodwill doesn't try very hard to keep things together. You give them a set of something and they just let it spill and they don't care. Which, that's fine. That's the point, right? And then I found a second one of those.
For only $4.99.
For only $4.99.
Nice. Does it work?
Did I turn it off?
Did you? You did.
Yes, it works.
Does this mean you're a ghost?
Yes. Do I have
Or you're possessed by one?
I don't think I've got batteries in this one.
We killed the batteries because we left it on.
Oh, okay.
Because we did have batteries at one point.
Gotcha. So this was like $15, I think, or $12 at Walmart marked out.
Yeah, and that was a deal.
Yeah, and that was a deal. So $5. So now we both have a PKE meter without having to build one. Still want to build one, but excited that
Finished one, and we...
finished one, good to go with the...
Yeah.
He put his name in here with the holsters.
Yes.
This is probably the same guy that's suggesting electronics.
Yes.
Bryce New.
Yes.
Yes, okay. Here are the PKE Gizmo holsters that I promised you guys.
So, now the price is off, so you can tell people you spent $1 million on it. Actually, I still
and the next thing that's going to come off is this belt hook. That was a loud noise on the back. This thing needs to effing go.
Because it's not stage
Because it's not,
inaccurate.
No, it's convenient for a Halloween costume and for a toy, but don't want.
Do you have like a paint can opener or something? I think that would pop it off.
Yeah, I do.
Or a flat-headed screwdriver.
I was thinking flat-headed screwdriver.
I was like...
Which actually I don't see over here. Either one of those. I don't see them. I've been raiding my own shop.
You've been raiding your own shop? Oh, I have a list of things that I need before I leave.
Exactly. Yeah.
I need some aluminum... No, I have the aluminum foil, but I need some little
good.
of the air dry clay or...
Oh, okay.
Because I'm going to use the aluminum foil as the filler and the air dry clay for the shaper over the top.
Oh, okay.
And
Well, I keep rating it because there's some stuff that goes into cosplay repair. There's some stuff that leaves to go
Transfers
somewhere
between
else. Yeah.
what if we went like geese?
That's, yeah.
A way. It's not necessarily a good way or a
I'm
bad
sure
way.
it's fine, but that's kind of next.
Damn this jug. Just sand the clip off to oblivion.
Basically, well, the clip is pretty well designed for a toy. It's got, it's stuck on the back, but it's able to spin, right? So it's this lovely soft plastic that's put on top of the hard plastic that's the back. So what Felicia's doing is pretty much, well, she's already successful. The right idea.
Well, I hit a metal thing and I'm like, I can't, well, I probably could saw through the metal thing.
Oh, okay.
So then I just kind of grabbed it, popped it off after that.
Okay.
But it is...
You make me want to just take it apart, but of course it's going to end up looking the same, so probably I should just cut it and be done with it.
No, you should probably take it apart. It probably
All right,
would be
I'll
better.
take mine apart.
Because...
Here's a way of stalling for stickers.
Yeah. But yeah, no, if you unscrew that with a tiny screwdriver
Okay.
on those parts, yeah, then you won't have a weird hole.
I hate it when I have a weird hole.
Don't we all? But anyways.
Once this thing's open, I should go get some new AAAs. AAA? AAA, okay.
AAA? Yes. Okay. I have been ignoring the chat.
That's fine. I'm going to disassemble Johnny 5.
Okay. I'm going to continue
before
to
I-
ignore him for a minute longer.
Oh, that's fine. Before I get too involved, I'm going to find something I can set the little screws in so I won't lose them,
Yes.
which is probably just going to be the lid of this thing.
Okay.
And yeah, that worked really well.
Comically well.
Comically well. I can't pick that up. There we go.
Garbage.
Sorry.
No worries. Okay. So, The Adventures of Alex Stoner. Hi, Odin. Hi, Felicia.
Hey.
How are you?
Hello,
Very well.
Alex Stoner.
Thank you. Shady's laughing. Mashups. It looks like you're making a Proton Pack after looking at that black piece with the turn dial. I think we're working on the Proton Pack.
This, maybe?
With this?
Or that, yeah.
Or that. There's black
It's-
pieces. A lot of them.
Which black piece? This can move. I wouldn't mind taking this part, too.
Yes.
I like the go into the greeble box that the ends are.
The real monkey says, if the batteries are dead, does that make it a ghost wand?
Yes.
We got Allison De Oliveira saying, what's up, Odin? Sorry, I can butcher anyone's name.
Hello, Allison. You know, I really appreciate... Distracted because I thought it was the screw out, and
1, 2,
1,
and
2, 3, and maybe this wasn't a screw over here. I really appreciate all of you guys tuning in and watching, because I know I don't advertise that I'm doing this. I just talk about it, and then when the streams start, I just hit go and just let it go. And so for all of you who are watching and continue to watch, and for those of you who happen to pop in because the algorithm, thank you, decided to let you guys know. Thank you guys very much. Appreciate that.
yeah. We have some people very loudly saying, "No, disassemble, disassemble." So just saying.
No disassemble?
No.
Oh, disassemble.
Disassemble. Like, don't just break
Don't
it
just
off.
cut it. Okay, yeah.
No, disassemble.
No,
So
disassemble it. Okay.
So, yes. Please. Dan Desha says, guess what? I'm prepping for a third Odin scale Lego fig. Gonna try to use primarily 10mm HD foam this time.
Okay.
And I suggest you just make one by hand for now, since prepping it for the laser takes some time.
It does take some time. And that was something that... so Dan Does Junk, for those of you who are watching that don't know, but I think almost everyone watching does know, made a full Odin scale Lego minifig. What's Odin scale? This is Odin scale. This is a 1x2 tile. So this is... also made by Dan Does Junk, but this particular tile is, fills the whole screen. But it's it fills the size in here. So this is the size of a stud, 42mm or so. And so this is the Odin scale, and he's making a minifig. He's made a minifig and made a pattern that fits this size, and sent me the pattern. I've been wanting to basically trace the pattern in Inkscape so I can use it with a laser cutter, and that's going to take all day ish. It'll take hours to do.
Yeah.
Right?
I know we have magical computers, but somebody actually has to sit at them and then do this work of tracing all these lines and digitizing them.
All these Odin scale things other people made. This was the one that Ben Eady 3D printed. But
yeah.
Dan, I know it's a lot of work to just set it up to make it laser cut, but I think it would be worth it. I think I would be happier with it long term because I'm going to want more than one.
You can after the work's done.
After the work's done,
it's scalable.
Yeah, you can do it again and again. And even though assembling a minifig isn't trivial, I like the idea of being able to cut more parts out, and then they're the same.
Yes, and when we did the laser cutting for the wand versus just doing the hand cutting for the pack. Look how straight that box is. Look how crisp those lines are.
Right.
And look how perfectly
round and
lined up all of these details in general are. That although I think we did a pretty dang good job.
Hand cutting the other stuff? Yeah.
Yeah, it looks amazing.
And I was super excited to cut circles, pulling out the circle cutter and cutting circles. And
this just blew our handwork out of the water, and I appreciate that it's going to just click together like a Lego should if you do the effort.
Right. Now, the hidden thing that a lot of people don't talk about, because it only takes 2-3 minutes to cut it all out from a laser. It's real quick to go through and just bzzz, and you're done, probably less than 2-3 minutes. It'll take hours to set it up to get there. So if you're only cutting out one, there's a big trade-off. Is it worth it to put in all the effort to make the files to make it laser cut? Or just cut it with a razor blade?
Yep, and it's also what are you more comfortable with too.
Yeah, totally. And
did you get all of the screws?
I thought I did.
Even in the handle?
Yeah, that one. Those guys. Hoping it doesn't have a glued portion. I'll peel the sticker off. I don't see a hidden one behind the sticker. I'm telling.
No, disassemble. Johnny 5 is alive.
It's all right.
DJ's. Oh. Alison Dell'Oliveira says, are you going to make the ghost trap after that?
At some point in time, way off in the future, after the Earth cools, After the sun cools. No. Yeah. It is. Someone's already sent me plans. Viewers already sent me plans that they had made for making a ghost trap. I might use those. I might come across something else. But yeah, I think ghost traps are going to happen. And it'll be fun.
Yes. Adventures of Alex Stoner. What are you guys planning on doing this Christmas? You were going to do a live stream with the advent calendars.
Yep.
And
Christmas Eve, I'm going to do a private live stream just for Patreon members and Discord members. So it'll be right here, the final day of Lego Advent, because Shop Bremen and I every day are opening up a couple of Lego Advent calendars and pitting them against each other. Who's got the cooler build? Well, the last day, the 24th day, will be live streamed. And then I'm also going to open up a Christmas present that's insanely wrapped on that day. The Christmas itself, I'm probably going to sit at home, hide, and be very, very quiet. After the fact, I might drive up to Oregon and visit my mom. That's my plans.
I'm going to be partying.
Oh, good.
Yeah, that's pretty much.
No, there's nothing wrong with that. That's great.
Yep, that's what's going to be happening. My sister is coming up from down south, and there's going to be a bunch of people coming in from all over, and it will be a blast. So, thank you for asking. I'm excited, actually.
It's actually opening. It's not glued. It's just really stiff in here.
I think they probably have some click points then, you know?
Yeah, there's something here in the center of the handle that's really...
Clicked in like it's a...
Yeah.
So DJ Stumpy wants to know, hi
Yes,
all
Stumpy.
just tuning in. How many months do you think you have left to complete this build?
36.
In all reality, at this point, if we were hired to do this and it was like due next week,
Oh, we'd be done.
we'd be done. If
Yeah.
it was due tomorrow, we could probably pull an all-nighter and just make it happen. You know, kind of a thing.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, it wouldn't be that great, but it would be assembled.
It would be static if we had to pull it all-nighter.
Yeah, like it wouldn't have any bells and whistles, but it would be cool looking.
Right.
So we have been dragging this project out like nobody's business because not working on it drags it out.
Right. The whole...
And-
I thought that'd pop open a lot faster. The whole point of the live stream was to do everything on camera only. And except for a little bit of painting and some research, every step we've done to do this has been on the live stream. And then, of course, we stop to talk and tell stories and have fun while doing it. Interact with you guys. And that delays it a little more, too. So if we needed to... Thank you. If we needed to just get it done, like she's trying to say, and I'm interrupting, we could totally get it done.
Yeah, because it's like, I know, like, we've been under pressure on getting projects done. So many times I'm like, yeah, we got this. It's like, it's on the downhill. Like, I'm not stressed out. But I also know that A, we have fun with it, and B, if we're not, like, rushing and stressing, it turns out way better. Like, way better.
Yeah, there's no way, like, because talking to you guys, get told about where to find Moby stickers and things, and that wouldn't have happened if we were stressing. We would have just slapped something together.
Probably printed them out, and then they would have been, like, got a little water sprinkled on them, and then they would have been destroyed.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like,
yeah. Or the worst is using spray glue, which is awesome to stick a printout onto something, and then you go from Sacramento to Las Vegas, where there's completely different humidity, and all the stickers warp. Every year that happened, and it didn't matter how many times we tried to tell the guys, like, no, we don't want to put these on until we're there, because otherwise they'll warp. No, you gotta do it now. Why are they warping? Told you.
experience right there.
Told you many times.
Yeah. So.
There it went. Boink.
Oh, look at that.
I did it without breaking it, and I still have all the components in here.
All the innards are still intact without being cracked. We should do camera 3. There we go.
Yeah. So there's a.
Sandwich.
I finally got the back popped off. It had this post that I'm hiding with my finger so you can't see it. There's a little post here that went into this hole here. Doesn't actually have a screw in it. It's just a good, almost a centimeter long. That's a pressure fit together. And then you got this backpack that helps hold the innards together. You have the motor that's driving it.
And then the little gears.
Yeah, and the little gears. And it's got a limit switch, so apparently it goes far enough and it'll trip.
Is that glue right at the middle of those gears?
That should be No, that's a grease.
Oh, okay, that makes way more sense.
There's a limit switch here.
And this is how Odin unmakes.
Yeah. So this is how it knows when to stop moving, right? And there's another one down here. So when the wings come in, it clicks this switch. So very, very similar to a 3D printer in a way, where mechanically it's like, nope, now you stop, now you stop. In fact, if I had working batteries, it would work as is, I think. Yeah. There he goes. Too bad I'd have to walk to the front of the building to get some AAA batteries. Because I don't think I've got any just lying around here.
Just re-rig it so that it can take one of these little battery packs from like the...
Yeah, that'd be nice.
A Ryobi Ghost!
A Ryobi Ghost thing. So anyway, that's that. Set that aside. The whole point was to get the clip off.
Let's actually there we go.
Oh, are we not talking? Sorry.
They were talking to my...
They're watching a table.
Yeah, that needs to get screwed off. The real monkey. Eventually, yes.
Yeah, exactly. Eventually. We want to. We really do. Okay, yeah, that just came right off. Nice. Yeah, there was no way I was going to be pulling. Yeah, all right. Oh, that's a piece for the parts bin.
Ooh, look at DJ Stumpy. My daughter's mom was just clearing out her granddad's house. Rest in peace. He has found a load of Hasbro real Ghostbusters cartoon toys, including the Ecto-1 and the Firehouse. My daughter and I played for ages. LOL.
That's awesome.
That's awesome. Way to go bonding. And I hope you put that Ghostbusters on the TV, especially the new one.
Right.
That one is such a little girl power movie, and I love it.
Let me go ahead and ask you a question that Marvel Guy asked me.
What?
What's your favorite Ghostbusters movie, including
the newest one?
Yeah.
Honestly, that is such the original. That's what got my interest.
That's kind of what I said too.
You know what I mean? But the one that just came out with Phoebe, I love Phoebe so much.
Phoebe?
Isn't that her name? Did I butcher?
It probably is. I don't know, unfortunately.
Oh, so you are gonna saw that off?
I will saw this off now. Yeah.
You think it's gonna look better like that than that? Well, it'll be
I
flatter.
won't have a break.
You're right, because I did get slightly impatient when I hit the screw, but I got halfway through it.
You did.
Before I decided to go.
Do I think it's going to look better? No, I'm going to need to. We'll need to make a couple of plugs pieces and.
Yes.
Not a big deal, but it still has a nub. It's a much shorter nub than it was, but still has a nub on the back that's not supposed to be there, and I'd like it to not be there.
No nub.
No nub. As far as getting these vents put back on, that's probably not going to happen.
But we could plug the nub.
Well, we can plug the nub, yeah. Just make it a smooth, round thing.
Yeah.
But, yeah. No, the new one was really very, very well done. Very good. I'm excited for the one coming up because they're back in the firehouse.
Yeah. The thing is they really set it up to have some more adventures that I want to see.
Yeah.
I'm not lying.
And the fact that they have the Ernie Hudson character set up as the one who's got the money to be able to fund it. And, yeah.
Yeah. Did you know we have our own Sacramento Ghostbusters?
Not just the 916 Ghostbusters, but
they actually paranormal investigators.
Oh,
and
okay.
They're called the Sacramento Ghostbusters.
Okay. Yeah, because
I don't know. I forgot. It's been a few
Ghost
years.
Hunters.
Ghost Hunters.
Is the Sacramento Ghost Hunters?
Maybe.
Because you did a video shoot with them, right?
Yes.
Okay, out in Davis.
No.
No, not that one? Okay.
No, we kind of went all over the place. We went to the cemetery that is on Broadway. That historic one.
Oh, okay. Yeah, of course you went there.
And we also went to the B Street Theater up in the costume room because there's Pinky the Ghost that lives there.
Pee-Pee the Ghost?
Pinky.
Pinky. Okay.
Pinky.
Pinky.
The
Different.
Ghost. Yes. And everybody, there's the stories of Pinky the Ghost. And so...
Okay.
We were filming up in their costume room, which I love it there. It just felt like I needed to be there. I could see a ghost haunting that place because it's
cool.
Right?
Yeah. I am familiar with B Street Theater. I know plenty of people who work there. I have never been.
I've never been either.
Okay.
I've only been to
this.
their costume department to film for this project.
Oh, okay.
I've never actually seen a production there.
Yeah, I've never seen a production.
But I know
of E
people
Street.
who's worked on the productions.
Okay.
I know, like.
I used to know the sound man. This was back in like the late '80s when he got super excited when he figured out how to make a telephone ring on command down on set. Which is you send an electrical volt to it, right? I didn't know either, but yeah, he just had a buzzer box. Yeah, and he hit a button and make the phone ring on stage, so you can just have it do it on cue, and then the actor just talks to a dead phone.
But still,
as you do.
It's the play magic, but
yeah.
So we went there to go get some footage of Pinky the Ghost to see if they could find him, and they had one of those Xbox Connects.
Oh, those, yeah.
That pick up people in the room, and there was a Pinky the Ghost, and I was like, oh my gosh, like couldn't describe how it happened because I was there and I was seeing it. You know what I mean? But it's like.
But yeah,
I didn't believe in ghosts till that moment, but I couldn't not figure out how. You know what I mean?
How they were making this. Yeah.
Because I was the film set.
Right.
Like I was film crew.
I'm amazed that the Kinect does that.
It does, and it picks up people in the cemetery.
Right.
That aren't there. It picks them up. It's crazy, like. So.
No, it takes more than just playing Kinect, right? They're running it through something else.
Yeah, through an iPad.
Yeah, well, I meant.
But programming, I don't know what they had, but they had it up and they had the things, and you could see, and it was kind of like a strangely elongated humanoid form. It wasn't like the same scale as the people in the room, if that makes sense.
That makes sense. Ah, you're a ghost. This is where cryptozoids come from, right?
I don't know. But I'm like, I don't think I believed in ghosts before that, but I don't not believe in them after that, if that makes any weird sense.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was.
I'm okay with that. I get it.
Yeah. Because I have it on my phone. Like, I have the video of us filming and me being backstage, and I'm like, how?
But this, what? Yeah.
So, yeah.
So part of me, I'm sitting here sanding it, right? So
It looks way nicer. Look at, way better than that.
Right.
Camera, dos.
Just hit cut.
Cut. There you go.
So you can tell which one I opened up because you can see through it. But Felicia's with the break, which isn't that big of a deal, and then the one that I've been sanding on to try and make it a little bit smoother, and it does look a lot nicer. What I'm looking at now is if I was to glue a disc on here to seal it up, it's going to sit on top, and I don't like that. So now I'm really tempted, even though I went and bothered to do all this, to see with the calipers exactly how wide this circle is, and if I have a Forstner bit that I can chew the circle out, so we can cut a circle of ABS plastic and glue it in there and keep it flat with the the veins here in the back, with the heat sink on the back.
See, if we take our time, we get to geek out on stupid parts like this. Uh-oh, I think there is a ghost in here. They knew we were talking about them!
What I like is, can you see it?
Which one? Camera
kind
3?
of. If I point it so it's a little, yeah. The way the lights are moving, the way the LED's moving, is much more like the original prop. It's just a series of these little lights. It was a bunch of green LEDs that just kind of blinked. This may not be the right pattern, but that's all it did. I still like the idea of building one that has a small LCD.
Well, that's what, if you were to make your own, you'd
Yeah.
go through that effort, because otherwise you could just buy this.
Right.
And it's done.
And it's done. But also part of me is like, no, I want it just like the 84 one. But I get it. I don't have to. And so if everything else is just like the 84 one, putting in something different, I think I'm okay with that. So, yeah, go to sleep. Noisy toy, go to sleep. What are the calipers? They're on the table, aren't they? Yeah, there they are. Thank you.
There you go.
Calipers. On. Good.
Okay, let's, lots of people are talking, and I am so sorry I'm not, really getting to everybody's comments today.
We're just having fun.
Yes.
Hopefully they are. I
DJ
am.
says, take your time, we're enjoying it, LOL. So, okay, we good.
Oh, good,
we
we're
got
good.
his approval,
We
so
got
we
DJ's
are good.
approval. That's good.
Yes. Okay, I read those ones. This is how Odin Unmakes.
This is how Odin Makes. Well, I'm trying to be careful.
Orbit says, Odin Unmakes, the channel from the mirror universe where evil Odin destroys things.
already had one YouTube video, and I actually came across the video again of dropping the 3D printer. It's Odin Breaks.
I was going to say, get Jerry to come in and start breaking your props for the April Fools.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Jerry was last week.
Oh, right, was Evil Odin, right. Sorry.
It's okay.
Brain. I have one somewhere. It's in a jar, safe. I never use it.
But I'm just saying, have him come over, start breaking your things, and it's
That'd be nice. Thanks.
the evil alternate universe of Odin.
0.8. That's a fun size. Why is that a fun size? Because it's 0.8 inches.
Because math in eighths.
Yeah, well, 0.8.
That's 80%.
0.875 is 7/8 of an inch. 0.75 is 3/4 of an inch. The difference there is 1/8 of an inch, right? And the way we break stuff down, I don't have the bit that fits between those. I don't have 7/8 is going to be 14/16. I don't have a 15/16. No, wrong way.
So can you drill it slightly bigger?
Let's see how many it is in millimeters.
Okay, there
Let's
you
use
go.
real world units.
Versus the ones we've been drilled into our brains.
Yeah, pretty much, before I go and drill into this thing's brain. 20 millimeter, yeah, I think I've got that.
Okay, there you go.
Yeah, I'm going to go look for it. Because I'm having fun.
Okay.
I'm building the thing.
Dan Does Junk got a Big Bad Toy Store ad.
Oh, nice.
And Schultz Division got a Rancher movie ad.
Rancher movie ad.
Yeah. Shop Gremlin got Rent Control ad. And Eastern 57 says, hello, Odin, Felicia, and all ye who roam in chat. So.
All ye?
All ye who roam in chat. So, all ye. DJ Stumpy says the 2016 Ghostbusters is my least favorite. I was waiting for Scooby-Doo and Shaggy to show up.
Yeah, pretty much.
Is that the one with the ladies?
Yes, it is.
I was very disappointed in that one. I wanted it to be funnier.
I did too.
Like, I wanted to love that one. But
Exactly.
I love Phoebe. Like, I love I wanted what they did in the newest one in that one.
In that one.
It just wasn't.
Yeah, it just wasn't.
It just wasn't.
It wasn't.
I wanted to like it.
I'm glad it wasn't a remake of the original. The 2016 wasn't a remake of the original. I wanted to like it because there was no reason to not like it looking at the previews. The way the characters interacted, the way the humor was done, it wasn't likable to me. If it was done, if it was done more like the original, which would have just made it the original, but there's...
They just didn't connect.
The humor in Star Trek 4 and the humor in Star Trek 5. The humor in Star Trek 4 works because it's situational and it respects the characters. Star Trek 5, Scotty says, I know the ship like the back of my hand, and bonks himself unconscious on a pipe. No.
I've heard that joke. I know this like the back of my hand. Wait, which side's the back?
Yeah, which side's the back? Yeah, so at the expense of the characters that you like, even though these characters we just got to know, but it's the franchise that we like, doesn't work for me. And I think I'm explaining that right. I hope I'm explaining that right for why it didn't work for me. Because, God, I wanted to like it.
Right, I really did. I really did.
Yeah.
And I wasn't even holding it to the old standards.
Yeah, I was trying not to.
It just was no chemistry with the people.
And you couldn't figure out if the original movie existed or not, right? Does it exist? Does it not exist? You've got graffiti of the old logo. It's okay that you get cameos of the original actors because that's just fun. Fine. They're not the original characters. But did Ghostbusters exist or didn't it? I don't even think it explained that very well for me. And I try to be very...
I don't think I overlooked it, didn't look too deep into it, and I just,
Good
no.
for you.
I just was like, okay, no
Good
thank
for
you,
you.
and I'm done.
Yeah.
If that makes sense,
That
I've
makes
moved
total
on and
sense.
forgot about it and let it go off into the wayside.
Yeah.
Maybe there's some cool toys in the future, but...
Yeah, that was exactly the way you should have done it.
I have no investment
I don't
in,
know.
I think there's only been one movie where it's just like, I can't. I really, really can't, and that was the it's not Avatar, it's the...
Oh, not the Avatar, the last
M. Night
year.
Shyamalan's
And
version
like, well, still Avatar.
Did they call it?
Did they call it? Was it just the Airbender or what?
I forgot what its name was, but it was terrible. And that thing,
The Abomination.
I tried to watch it a few times, but I couldn't. Like, it's so bad hearing Ong.
Right.
I don't know why that's the part that bothered me, but...
It's okay.
But But
I'm playing with the cameras trying to get the drill set up, guys. That's why I'm not on camera.
Oh, should I
Sorry.
move my purse?
No, yes, I'll move it, but we're fine.
Yeah. I was getting teased at my work because I pulled an anvil out of my purse.
Okay, that's awesome.
Granted, it was
Who's teasing you for pulling an anvil out of your purse?
Like, because I happened to have everything I needed. Like, I had a measuring tape in it, you know, I had a...
Dude, that's like serious Warner Brothers stuff to pull an anvil out of your
But
purse.
it wasn't like an iron anvil, it was a wooden anvil, and it's for pressing seams, so you only
Okay.
get the seams and you're not destroying the fabric.
Okay.
So
Still.
you can lay it flat, but I was like, oh yeah, I have an anvil right here.
Of course you do. As one does.
But I love this bag because it's very sturdy and you can hold a lot of craft supplies. And currently I have tape. So
Okay.
I don't have any of my tools, but for a while there I was keeping a lot of my little Ryobi tools in here, like that one screwdriver that was the little narrow one.
Uh-huh.
That one.
Okay.
I pulled out so many times. I love that thing. Yeah. Okay. DJ Stumpy. Odin and Felicia, you should make a... Jeez Louise, it just moved. A parody of the A-Team where they manage to make something out of the stuff they somehow manage to be just laying around.
Right.
I feel like that's every project I do in your shop.
You know, even as a kid, while I enjoyed the A-Team a lot, I found it... Having watched my dad, I had an idea of how long it would take to build stuff. And it's like, wait a minute, in an afternoon, these guys made a bus work, slapped a bunch of like metal on it, made an armored bus, and did this other crazy thing because they had an afternoon to do it in. I mean, I get it.
And that's why our sense of time is
that's
dwarfed.
That's exactly why our sense of
Because
time
the montage machine, you know that's what they had, right?
Yeah, that's totally what they had.
The montage machine fixed it all.
Same question. Now, I haven't asked this, and I haven't looked it up, and some of you out there probably know. I know for smaller vessels, especially in San Francisco Bay, how long it takes to get the ship started, get pulled away from dock, and to try and get out underneath the Golden Gate Bridge, right? Because as a kid, did this with my dad, went out on a fishing trip. It took over an hour to get from Fisherman's Wharf to beyond the Golden Gate, right? It wasn't like this, oh, we're going to hop in a car and go. It's way slower. New Godzilla film. Went and saw it. Loved it.
I heard
Godzilla
that was a
-1 is
sleeper, but really good.
Yeah. It's really good. It suffers the same problem the 2014 one does in a way where we're going to take these boats and we're going to go out.
Battle?
No, thankfully they didn't do that.
Okay.
No. But I have questions about how well Godzilla can tread water because it's always out in the ocean and it's supposed to be deep, but it looks like he's standing there. He's not actually going through any kind of motion to be swimming or anything. And then he'll swat at a plane with his tail.
You do your legs like this.
Yeah, so Godzilla's like kicking like a mofo. I mean, it's just or he
floats
like a duck, but then he's underwater. So he's Godzilla. But my bitch is with the boats. World War II era, Japanese destroyer boats leave the harbor to go out and deal with Godzilla. You know, it's like, it's 8 a.m. We got to get out there because he's going to be here about 10. It's like, it's going to take a lot longer than that to get the boat away from the dock. Maybe not. But it just... At least it all took place within the harbor, right? They didn't actually have to go out. This is not spoilers. This is just dealing with Godzilla. So they were like way out in the Challenger Deep or something. But it was... Doesn't this take some time, guys, to like get a boat going and get out there going?
How?
I mean,
I'm trying to think of like the speed of his gait.
Oh, he's slow. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean...
The speed of his gait, how big one step takes him in traveling.
Right.
I know in the movies it's always like, and then all this stuff happens and...
Yeah, pretty much. No, he's slow. You get some close-ups. It's in the trailers of people running away with him walking through a city. And people can pretty much outrun him. You know, Godzilla is not faster walking than a human running. But so I'm sure like he's got better endurance than us running.
Yeah. It's like ants are really fast to us, but at the same time...
Right.
You can go smoosh.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah. Anyway, Awesome movie. If you like Godzilla movies at all, yeah, go see it. It is very much like the original Godzilla or like the 1984 Godzilla. He's the only kaiju. He's not fighting another one. He's basically the villain, but he's sort of not a villain because he's just sort of a human stepping on ants. He's not, is he even aware of what he's doing? Whatever. What's awesome about this movie? It is the first Godzilla movie where the human story is good.
That's
the human
what I
story
heard.
is almost good all on its own. You don't need Godzilla.
Because somebody was asking me, have you heard about this movie? It's a sleeper, but the story's good.
Yeah, it is.
Because it's like, that's the biggest gripe with Godzilla movies, that it's like, Godzilla, and then there's this really weird storyline that has nothing to do with that.
Right.
And then,
Totally.
Godzilla.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah.
So I heard that this one had a good story to
It's
it,
got
but
a
it wasn't
really good
ruined for me
human
yet.
story. No.
Okay. So.
And it's neat that it's called -1 because it's a period movie, right?
Oh.
So that's fun too. It takes place. It's not modern, which is nice. Shin Godzilla was modern. That's another one where there's no other Godzilla villains. It's just it's like a modern origin story of Godzilla. So it's kind of a standalone film. But that one was neat, but it didn't have specific interaction characters that you could get to care about. What it was mostly was Godzilla appears, and how does the Tokyo government deal with the fact that this monster is stepping through town, and now it's left and it's going to come back. And it's this weird montage of government meetings constantly. It sounds boring as hell, but it's not. It's awesome. Because it's just weird. But totally the way they would do it is, here's this thing, let's have a meeting.
Okay, that makes sense. J. Period says the biggest problem with the 2016 movie is that every character was trying to be the Bill Murray of the movie.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that'll
everybody
do it.
Because it just didn't. That's why they didn't work. Is because everybody was.
Everyone was the Bill Murray. Everyone was
trying to be
the extravagant character. Yeah.
And none of it was believable.
No, it didn't work. Yeah.
Yes, J. Period.
I'll agree with that.
That's. I can agree with that. Ad Vixen, don't get me started on Airbender. I knew it was bad from the trailer, but saw it in an interview where he said he actually watched the show on sleeping pills. Okay.
Uh-huh.
Like, he did not love that show.
No,
he did not appreciate the hero's journey of that amazingness. Because it's, like, so complete from book 1, book 2, book 3. Like, you don't even realize, like, brand new characters were introduced in book 2 that you didn't know in book 1.
Huh. Oh, wow, okay.
And it's just so seamless. Like, they've always been there. But yeah. Louis Cossey. Odin, when did you make your Lona Ion... Sorry.
Where did I make my what?
Iona.
I thought
it was an L for a second, and I'm like, that's weird.
That's an Iona polisher. That's the shoe. That's this thing. It's the shoe polisher. Yeah, okay. Yeah. Consider installing a flashlight in the hole used for the polishing shaft. Oh, okay.
So to actually make a real one like they did versus our thrifted Walmart ones.
Well, yeah. It's up there, actually part of the excavation. Next week I can bring it down.
But you have the shoe polisher.
Yeah, and it should be the same size. Flashlight in the hole. I'll have to look at what he means because there's. Oh, I think it's here, right? Because the shoe polisher does, or it's this way. We'll look next week.
Yeah, when we excavate. Yes.
So I keep walking off. The drill is ready to go. It looks like it's going to be right. What I'm looking at now is as the drill press comes out, it's probably strong enough. I wanted to put a block that would sit where the low point is, so it's got better, but it's strong enough. It's going to be fine.
Are you sure you don't want to just put something underneath it, like a block of wood, just to support that?
I do. That's what I was trying to look for. That's why I keep kind of walking around.
Okay, I didn't know what you were looking for.
I didn't explain it very well, I'm sure. This is Odin rambling.
It's okay. I was reading a comment, and because Jay answers your question.
Oh, okay.
It's J. Period says it takes so much time to get underway. LOL.
Oh,
and
yeah,
the closer you are to shore, the slower and more methodical you have to maneuver, and you need help of tugboats.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
And I believe he's in the Navy, right?
Yeah, isn't he?
JP.
I want to say, yeah, Navy.
Yeah.
Right? That's going to be really embarrassing if I got that wrong. Because Navy or Air Force. No, he's Navy. Yeah. It does. That's what I thought. It takes an embarrassing long amount of time to get the ships underway and get them going. And it's always, I mean, I get it. You want to have editing, right? But the characters have enough forethought that we're going to do this thing and try and be prepared. And we'll just run out at last minute.
Huh.
There we go. Finally found a
Yeah.
look of wood.
Ad Vixen. M. Night also showed death. The 3 books never did. Not even the Admiral. He got fog, imprisonment, and forever torture. Interesting. I never even paid attention to that. They implied death a lot in the cartoon, but it was a kid's cartoon and they're already pushing buttons. You know what I mean?
Right.
Is that gonna work? That looks very precarious.
It is kind of precarious.
Okay. Oh, should we put it on? You have that whole camera set up.
You can't. Is my arm in the way?
Wait, which one was it? 2, 3? There
No,
you
my
go.
arm's not in the way at all. That's good.
There you go.
Yeah, that's it.
What are you doing, Odin?
So what I've got is a 20 millimeter Forstner bit, right? So basically, it makes a 20 millimeter hole. What I want to do is remove this raised ring, which will probably just end up going all the way through it. So I can put in a plug that'll have the same height as the rest of it, because I don't want to put something on top of this and have more on top of it. I'd rather have something that kind of goes inside. Sorry, I'm like a mile away from the microphone, and there's only one light, the light for the drill press itself. So what I've been looking at was, do I want to hold it on this piece of wood, and how much flex am I getting from that, versus just set it on the plywood flat, which I'm starting to think I'm going to want to go ahead and just do anyway. Yeah, there's really not a whole lot of difference. Don't like the amount of wiggle it gets.
Is that gonna help?
I don't know. You know, you put it in a vise, but it's flimsy enough that I don't think a vise would really do what I want to do either. All right, let's go take a look at that on number 2.
Camera 2.
So, not perfect. I've got a, so I got a bit of a raised ring over here. Again, we're fighting all black on the lights, right? And then, where's focus? Really help me with focus, because my eyes aren't focused, so I can never read it. So I've got it a little bit lower, and I didn't quite go all the way through. It's almost all the way through at the top. I'm wondering if I can cut a small circle of styrene plastic. So if I clean this up and cut a small circle of styrene plastic, if I can't use what's left here as a base to glue it down and just have a smooth thing in the back. And that's what I was after, right? Was something like this. Now it becomes, do I take yours apart and do it again?
Yes!
Okay. So select one, and there you go.
We haven't stickered at all, but...
No, we haven't, which wasn't the intent. Sorry, guys. I'm going to play with stickers. Nah, I'm going to play with the PKA meter.
Because we might as well.
Because we might as well. Now, I'll look if I've got some styrene here, which I should. This is styrene, isn't it? Yeah, that's
Looks
styrene.
like it.
It's going to become interesting to see if I can't, how well I can hand cut a circle of this stuff.
That's a square. I'm teasing you. I'm teasing you.
Not wrong! What I'm probably going to want to do is see if I can't find a washer that's about the right size and trace it.
You do have that bin of circles.
I do have a bin of circles. Most of those are soft circles, though.
I know, but they're the right size so you can trace.
Oh, okay. I was going to trace it with a knife, so of course then my brain goes, I want a metal ruler.
No, that makes sense. DJ Stumpy, ew, I just had a cool Doctor Who ad for the novels.
For the novels? Okay.
And
Read a few of those.
Dan does junk. Hey, progress is progress.
Yeah. So I mean, you are disassembling,
Yes.
but it is also 1 o'clock.
Oh, is it time for mail?
It's time for mail if you'd like. Do you want to do
You can
some
go
mail, or do you
first.
want to? All right. So I got a bit of mail. It actually appeared. I actually got a hold of it about a week ago. It's dated 29th of September. So it took a long time to get to me because it was sent to my old P.O. box. See, right around this time or a little bit before this, my P.O. box changed. And so I've got a new P.O. box of 3152, not to this 3-digit one that was what this was sent to. Got a letter from Marvel Guy. Just a really nice little letter. I won't read the whole thing, but I was just kind of curious. You open it up, and it was just, really like all the... How you doing, Odin? Marvel Guy here. I'm really liking all your videos of you making props, and they're relaxing to watch. I love the fact that each time you make a tutorial, you do your props in super detail, which is extremely helpful for all the viewers that watch your channel. And just goes on to be a really nice, friendly, hello, how's it going? Letter, which is really kind of cool. And it just says, keep making more videos all along the way, because I'd love to see more. Sincerely, Marvel Guy. And so, yeah. Thank you very much, Marvel Guy. I appreciate your letter. I'm sorry it took this long for me to get it, but the P.O. box it went to, I no longer have access to. So the person who has that actually had to get it to me. It had to run around a little bit. But I got your letter. It's a very nice letter, and thank you very much. And that was pretty much what came. I got a letter.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that was pretty cool.
My turn?
If you would like.
Yeah.
So what's in the box?
You've been tripping over
Actually, yeah, I've been moving this a couple of times. Is it saying this?
liars and thieves snacks. I don't know why that says
Liars and thieves snacks on that side. This side says
that. Jacob Collier
puppets. That's the side I've been seeing. I've been wondering if puppets are in it. And then the other sides are blank.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I was supposed to pick this up a few weeks ago because they're puppets I worked on.
Oh, they are actually puppets.
Yeah,
Okay.
for the Jacob Collier music video.
Okay.
And they were getting rehomed.
Oh, okay.
So they asked me if I wanted them. So
Oh.
I said yes, please. And then I was supposed to pick them up and I didn't.
Okay.
So
Oh, is this a shoot with the skeletons?
yes, you remember that one? You helped me
Yeah.
on that one.
So there's 4 puppets in here. Oh, is there paper inside to keep their heads?
Give them the right shapes. Yeah. It's been smooshed a lot since.
They've been smooshed a little.
Just a little or a lot. Yeah. Their hair did look nicer at one point.
Yeah.
But I like
My hair's messed up when I get out of bed too.
I like their little arms because they dance.
Don't do that. They don't headbang.
Some of them do. It's
Oh.
been a minute.
This one does not. It's also only got 1 eye, but
This
that
one
may have
has
been intentional.
3 eyes.
That one has 3 eyes. Oh, okay.
Well, one has 3. One has one. One has
Has 3.
3. And
And-
then we have a
2 have 2.
5,
Oh,
4,
4.
and 5.
Oh, so nobody has 2.
Nobody has 2 eyes.
Because Jacob had 2 eyes.
No, it was the Kimbra. That,
Oh, Kimbra had 2 eyes.
Kimbra.
Okay.
Yeah. But I love how they can scream and so.
Cool.
Random old project completely forgot about, but you know what? It was fun. And you did help me on that one. No, I more or less sat right there while you were working on your project, and I
Right.
just got in.
We kind of, because the one of your the reason they're called Muppets is they're a combination of puppets and marionettes, and so one of those arm sticks is in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw that. That was those aluminum welding rods from Depot. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I helped with this there was a rig where it was a bunch of plastic Halloween skeletons.
Yeah.
That was hung on one person so they could move.
The
and they all
dancing skeletons.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I wasn't given an even number of skeletons, and I was told to make 3 work. Remember that?
You were given an even number?
Uneven.
Uneven, okay.
I was given 3 skeletons.
Uh-huh.
And
You were told to make 3 work.
make 3 work.
So
Remember?
all of them.
Well,
Kind of?
Because we could balance if it was 4.
Oh,
or
right,
if it
right,
was
right.
2.
That's right.
But it ended up needing to be 3, and then they wanted them all on the back instead of in the middle.
Right, so the person in the middle, that's just not the way.
It was just it was interesting rigging situation, and you did help me figure it out because we had it all on my dress form.
Yeah, and didn't we end up having to put like a string to a C-stand to help hold the back up so it could still move? Okay.
I remember trying to explain it to the people that needed to rig it up, and they told me that I didn't know what I was talking about, and then I was like, but we figured it out, and I showed them the pictures, and they're like, uh-huh. They ended up doing it the way we did it.
Did they act like they figured it out?
Like they figured it out.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, but whatever. I told them, here it is. We figured it out. But that was a fun project.
That's good. I'm glad that was a fun project. Yeah.
It was crazy. It was weird. But I enjoy those crazy, weird projects.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, one of the other Muppet hair hitting me. One of the other pictures I came across was the dancing robot thing that I put together for Gonzo for
Oh, yeah.
Daydream or Dayglow or
Yeah.
whatever his name was. Yeah. Dayglow, I think it was.
I see the orb or the giant dome.
See the giant dome? Yep.
Yep, for the aliens. Oh, fun times. Weird projects, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's how I know that
Awesome.
if we needed to, we could have this done.
Exactly, yeah.
It's because we've worked on so many weird projects that it's like in my head mentally, okay, I could see this being finished, or no, that's going to be a few more days. And
Right. It's like, well, I guess I'm not going home tonight, but I can get it done.
Yep. And then Blue's got an ad for Ryobi steam cleaner. Ooh,
Oh.
They have a steam cleaner? Okay. Now I want one.
Is it the carpet steam cleaner or is it...
Because if they have a handheld steamer,
Right.
I would use it for a million things that it's probably not meant for. Do you have it?
Was it this one? Was it this one? Swift Clean?
Ooh. That's awesome. And you haven't used it yet?
No, I used it.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah.
Robert Kraut, could you score a circle with your cause tools drill? Hole drill? Yes, but it's like,
Yeah, no, I could.
it's plastic. Or
Yeah, but he says score, and he's right.
Score.
Should be there it is. Just gonna have to tape it down.
do the no, doo-doo song with the Muppets. Sorry, I'm coughing.
Phenomena.
Doo-doo, mona.
Yeah, pretty much. Phenomena.
Yeah, that is an earworm if I ever did hear one. I'm singing tonight now.
Yeah, I was thinking about just straight cutting it out, but he's right. I can use this to score the circle, not cut all the way through the plastics, just start cutting through it. And then...
You'll have a good guide.
yeah, they'll have a good
traced
guide to
spot.
just break it apart from there and clean it up. I just need to...
Sounds like experience.
I just need to put a new blade in it, which happens to be pretty much the same blade I was just using with the hobby knife. It's one of these little guys. Come here, sucker. There it is.
You have high iron content in your dust.
High iron content in your blood. No, thank you. Wow, did we get a super chat?
Did we? Stephen Mills. High Hi, Odin.
Oh.
Is it cold in your workshop, LOL? The real question is, what power is your diode cutter?
My diode cutter. Okay, so yes, it's cold in the workshop. I don't feel so cold anymore because we have two different space heaters running up behind us here.
I think my puffy jacket.
I think the puffy jacket's kind of a giveaway. Yeah, it's literally it's crypt cold in here basically when we come in this time of year. So my diode that I've got behind me here is a 36 watt. The atom stack that I've got behind me is a 36 watt diode laser cutter, and the other one that fell the other week was a 10 watt diode laser cutter. The
one you gave me, was that a 5 watt?
That's a 5 watt, yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
The X-Tool P2 that I've got set up that I've been playing with
This
a
came
lot. They came apart way easier.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
I don't know what you did. Or
I
this was
probably
already broken.
I may have flexed it and bound it up, and I had, and whereas yours came apart straight away.
Okay.
Maybe, I don't know.
I was like, did I break it?
No, I don't think you did.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt your train of thought.
Yeah, total crash. I was getting close to lunchtime too. The X-Tool P2 laser that I've got set up that I've been playing with is a CO2 laser, so it's not a diode laser. It's actually got a large laser tube. That's a 55 watt laser cutter, laser engraver, but it's legitimately a cutter. I've been cutting, the other one cut plywood too, but it's been cutting. This is 1/4 inch birch plywood that's been cut with the X tool, and that thing's nice. Yeah, I like it a lot. I need to make videos with X tool. Not just because they sent me one and that's what I'm supposed to do with it, but
because you actually thoroughly enjoy working with it.
Yeah, I do. I really do.
I know we struggled with a few of those, so the fact that you're really excited about it,
Yeah,
sounds like it's.
it was very cool, and it definitely is doing what I was looking for. It's definitely doing what I was looking for having to do with a laser cutter. I've been cutting a lot of just MDF wood and clear acrylic with it because since it's a CO2.
Yeah, and it can do the clear.
It can do clear, yeah, which the diodes can't do clear.
Yeah, no, because it just.
Yeah.
Or light. It can't do white very easily.
Can't do white very easy. And
it toasts the marshmallow. You have to be fidget.
Right.
Yeah.
And nope, it's not a problem.
Cool. Ace is here, and I'm late. Surprise. LOL. Hope everyone's doing well.
All good, Ace. Glad to see you here. And your Captain Rex helmet's looking really good.
Dan Does Junk just picked up the Ryobi 1 Plus inflator. Apparently it has a draw because it drained the battery. Yeah. I find that I use a lot... I drain my battery, so I always have to have something on the background. Especially my hot glue gun.
Right.
Daniel Knight. Well, my laser cutter's going to be smaller.
Oh, were we having laser
mine's only
envy?
a 5.
There's nothing wrong with it takes a little longer to do it, or it takes a few more passes.
Yeah.
It's exciting to have the big.
I think the biggest thing is the bubbler. Well, not the bubbler, but the air pump.
Yeah, the bubbler. It's a fish tank bubbler.
Because it's not necessarily the power of the laser, because you can burn wood. It's the bubbler that keeps the laser on it without it burning. So it can burn through and not just cause fires, because, yeah. Without the airflow, fire.
Very much so.
Mm-hmm. Ask us how we know. No, I'm just kidding.
Centimeter diameter. Diameter. That's not. Oh, okay.
Ooh, fancy. Stephen Mills, I just bought the Atom Stack 20 Pro for engraving, and I'm going to get a 40K CO2 cutter for cutting. Fancy.
Nice. And to answer your question, no, I don't think so. I don't think this goes small enough. I don't think I can do a 20 millimeter with this.
Nope.
Yeah, I can give it a shot, but come on. I've got it sized as small as it'll go, which is just under an inch. But it needs to be 0.8, right? So
That's
maybe?
just under the inch.
Yeah, maybe.
But didn't you
Maybe
drill
close
it bigger?
enough. I made it 20 millimeter ish. You know,
Okay.
it wiggled. So come on, go. Need to retract it all the way. There it goes.
Camera.
I don't know, can it see it?
See you doing the twirly twirls.
Ooh, yeah, no, it's not happy with that at all. It's going way too fast. It spiraled.
It spiraled.
It spiraled. It did not like cutting the...
Well, can you still cut around it since it was just scoring anyways?
I can, but as a spiral, it's not a...
Circle, yeah.
Nope. It's a comma.
It's a comma, okay.
So if I go slower, is it going to... Nope, still spiraled. Exactly the same way.
It did spiral. Yeah, you can't use that.
Yeah,
Not
let
gonna
me
work.
rub my finger. You might be able to see
So
that
is that
camera
the size
floor.
of a nickel?
Might be.
Because that's a metal washer-like object, but who has nickels in their pockets anymore? I just never have change.
You're right. I used to use change all the time as a guide for cutting something, and I don't have change on me anymore.
Like, I have no change. I use, like, plastic money or, like, this hypothetical money that's in my bank account.
Right, promise money.
No circles. There's usually circles pretty
Yeah.
readily available.
I'll look around. I got some washers here, but these are pretty big.
Yeah, those
We were playing with washers last week, so there might still be one. There's a washer in there. That might be okay. Wow, this one's... Oh, I was the wrong way. But in general, this circle cutter seems really stiff.
It's been a minute.
It's been a minute, yeah. A little bit of... probably
So if you
petroleum
trace
jelly.
it with a Sharpie, it'll be the right size because it'll add that little thickness.
Oh, okay.
If that makes
Is
sense.
that where we're at with it? All right.
But see, it's just like right there.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm saying if you trace it with the Sharpie, it'll be ever so slightly bigger. So scientific too, huh?
So scientific. So how are those stickers going, Odin? Well...
Schultz division. I haven't had like physical money on me for some years.
Yeah,
all
exactly.
digital payments, right?
Yeah, I've got a little bit on me at this point. I'm forced to carry at least $10 on me because parking. I got to park downtown. I got to pay cash to park.
You don't have the app?
There's no app with the garage I park in.
Oh, okay.
The one that gives us a discount for working down there is cash only.
Okay.
But no, I've got the Park mobile app. Yeah, no, that thing's great. I use that thing in other cities. You know.
It works in other.
That's
I
great.
haven't had to park in a minute.
What now?
I haven't had to park in a minute. Like I just parked downtown and I
Right.
overpaid for parking, but it was.
Right, it's easy to overpay. Just overpay and be done with it.
Yep. Be in a convenient spot without a lot of people. Yeah.
Yep.
It's worth it for like a few bucks more. Oh, there you go.
Well, this is a little larger than I want. This is probably actually, 7/8 of an inch.
Well, you have your calipers right here to find out.
I do.
Will you have more washers?
Yeah. Washers or anything else round.
This is circular, but it's a
Those are
little small.
circular. This is probably another 5/16 washer. That is exactly the same washer dug out of this box. It's like they make these things. That might be okay. That's like the other one you had. That's like a Sharpie line difference.
Right? It's a Sharpie line difference. Stephen Mills with a €5 super chat.
What? Another one?
Odin, I have a project going on making the Predator trophy. I want to make
Oh.
dry blood. I was using epoxy resin, but I want your prop maker opinion. That sounds like about right.
So you want to do wet looking dry blood? So It looks wet, like so. You're looking at doing a fresh predator trophy. Yeah, I think yeah. If you use epoxy resin with a little bit of a red tint, some sort of an epoxy, something that's going to ruin the epoxy, right? So food color is probably wrong. Ink might work, but if you can actually just you can buy dyes and tints for epoxy. If you just get the right stuff, you're probably going to be a lot happier.
Epoxy is amazing.
But yeah, 5-minute epoxy would totally do it. They're not here, but the Starro masks, the Starro Mind Control Starfish masks, which were cat toys cut in half, fuzzy and nasty when they were painted. Just one coat of 5-minute epoxy. Oh, they're glossy now. They got a little bit of dimpling. They're not perfect, but they totally look right when you're wearing them, and they're still flexible. So yeah, no. Epoxy I think is a great idea. On a person, what I found out doing Rocky Horror Picture Show, I would add food coloring to KY jelly and then put that on my forehead because I would do Eddie the biker, right, the one they took the brain out of.
We use KY jelly a lot for sweat.
For sweat, yeah. It's basically a glycerin type, It's not, it's KY jelly. But
it's hypoallergenic and it's not going to like mess with your skin.
The food coloring did. I put so much food coloring in. I had
that's
paint still on my
skin.
forehead. But
Barbasol
it worked.
gets that off.
Oh, good. I didn't know that then. I just had...
No, I know, but from experience, understanding, working with a lot... Remember, we worked on Smosh Blood. It's like if it's in the set, we had to have backup options.
You had I've got the blood kit here, or you took it home finally.
I just finally took it home.
But yeah, because for the KY jelly blood on a forehead, it would run a little bit, and then it would gel up and kind of set up.
And stay
but
there,
it would still look fresh and glossy if you didn't touch it. Mm-hmm. So no, the 5-minute epoxy would probably work great. If you're trying to have any real drips coming off, that's going to take a little bit of skill.
Because you're going to have to like get the epoxy to the right.
Just to the right, yeah. But you might be able to help it by having a little bit of hair. So if you have some blonde hair or some light colored, like bristles off of a China chip brush, something that the epoxy can hold on to so you can get a little longer of a drip, that would probably be able to help with that, if that's what you want to do. But no, yeah.
I think you're on the right route. You just kind of got to do it. But yeah, blood. I wish we used a whole lot more fake solid blood and not so much the stage blood, because that stuff is worse than glitter. It just gets everywhere.
Stage blood is, it's funny, stage blood, and I have not been on any stage productions that uses stage blood. They avoid it. It stains the clothing. It
stains everything. It ruins it.
Yeah.
And you can't even store it in normal plastic containers. It has to be in the certain type of plastic, otherwise it'll eat right through it, and then you'll make a big old bloody mess.
Right.
Ask me how I know.
How do you know? Yeah.
But Paula's the one who pointed it out. She's like, you have to store it in the right plastic. You have to. You can't put it in that spray bottle. It's not going to work. Long-term storage. You got an afternoon.
Yep.
Yes.
That's good.
But Barbasol, the stuff that you use to shaving cream.
Right, the stuff you use to transfer embryos.
You just put it on your skin and you let it sit, and the red dye will wick off of your skin into the white foam.
Shaving cream.
And it'll literally just pull it off your skin. And so you just sit there until your foam turns pink. And then you wash your hands regular.
It's like cat litter on a driveway for grease.
Exactly.
Interesting.
So fake blood is terrible to get off of your skin, and it can be a pain in the butt. And before you destroy your skin with too much hand sanitizer and alcohols and other things, just foam makes a huge difference. Just let it sit, pull off, turn pink, and then wash your hands.
Go ahead and say that again. Foam makes a huge difference.
Foam makes a huge difference, yes. Yeah. Ever make rubbery fake wet blood? No, I have not, but that would have been cool.
No, I haven't, but yeah, that'd be cool.
Trash Panda says, good morning, crew. Well, good morning, Trash Panda.
Good morning, Trash Panda.
Top of the morning to you.
Yeah, super early morning for you, right?
How's it like living in the future?
5 or 6?
Okay. Stephen Mills, yeah, my first attempt I used 12-hour epoxy with red and a little green food dye, and even when dry, the food dye stains my hand. Yeah.
Oh, wow. Wow. Even when dry, it was still good at pulling out and staining?
Staining, yeah.
Yeah, I don't know what's in food coloring. I'm sure water is part of it, but I would be afraid that whatever it is would inhibit the epoxy from setting up correctly.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
I don't know. That takes a little more research.
Like, I was way surprised when Alan was telling me that latex is an inhibitor for silicone. That silicone won't set up if it's been in the same, if you use latex gloves or if it's mixed in a bowl that's had latex in it.
That's really, it's knowledge that you're going to need, but you don't know until you know.
Yeah, but you don't know until you've ruined a thing of yeah.
No, that makes a lot of sense. It's like the vinyl will not set up if you spray paint it. Oh, I love how this little tiny switch, this big giant switch is right over the top of this teeny tiny switch.
Trying to find a slightly better conditioned sanding block, and this was a medium grit instead of a fine grit, so hopefully I can.
Oh, I love it. Louis Cossey, did you order the Canon brand gray elbow pads yet? Felicia will need to add black square to the inside elbow for screen accuracy.
Nope, please send us a link for that. We have not ordered those yet. I think you probably have before, but go ahead and do it again, please. We have not ordered those.
We appreciate all the help. We're figuring it out.
Yeah. My holiday budget's kind of gone, so I'm probably not buying anything for this project till January. But, yeah.
Yeah, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
It out. Yes. I love how Steve Hall says, have you seen Godzilla -1 yet? And then Daniel Knight right underneath says, my sister's going to arrive soon with my nephews.
Yeah, those are totally related. I just went on a small talk about Godzilla -1. Yes, I went to go see it Tuesday this week in the theaters, and I was extremely happy with it.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not just a good Godzilla movie. It's just a good movie. It's it's not earth shattering. Well, it is because Godzilla steps on the ground and makes it crack. But it was a really good movie.
Yes. Stephen Mill says, my next attempt will be resin dye. I used old feather quill stripped to do the drips. Okay, that's good.
Yeah.
A nice flying point. Okay.
Yeah, that'll work.
Yeah.
Gotta go find the glue. Gotta do.
Resin dye, yeah.
Yeah.
Epoxy, resin, yeah, that makes sense. The problem with red, though, is you always need so much red dye just to be red and not
Just be red
pink
enough.
or read as red. It's the same with frosting. Like if you're trying to make a red frosted cake, it's going to taste gross. If the frosting's red.
Yeah, too much. Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, so I think the red food dye is made out of beetles.
Yes.
So,
Red food dye is made out of beetle carcasses.
Bug juice. But, alright, camera 3. Ha.
Should still be set up.
Yeah. You gave me no warning. It's okay.
Alright.
You got it.
That's right. This did help, didn't it?
Interesting. Stephen Mills, I use a ratio of 5:1 red to green to make it red read as dark blood. I usually use blue. Green would make sense. Sorry.
It's okay. Green would make sense?
Because it's the opposite of red on the color wheel. I just typically like blue reds because
So why would green being opposite of the color wheel make sense to make the red darker?
Because they would...
Okay. I'm not that good at color theory.
Apparently I'm not either, but...
No, it's you've got a reason you're saying that.
Yeah, but I've noticed that I'm really drawn to blue reds. Whether or not they go with my skin tone or whatever color theory that goes deep into, I just know that I liked the reds where they make them a richer red by adding blue.
Yeah, and I've heard that many times of making fake blood to add some blue to it.
Yeah, but red plus blue makes it more purple, which makes sense because the green is the opposite color, and you're going to get more of the. When you mix like the opposite colors, they like red, like yellow and blue, you get green. So.
Okay.
It's a darker version of both. I don't know. I'm just talking out of my butt at the moment. Thinking about it like, okay, it makes sense, but why?
Right.
But why? But that's probably why I like the red blues, the purple undertones.
Okay. So I'm using the edge of a very small X-Acto blade, and I'm just kind of scratching where the drill was, because that's not a quality Forstner bed, so it's not doing a super clean hole here, or I've just used it on, I've ruined it. One of the two. So what I'm doing is scraping with a knife, because that's some really good stuff to listen to with the microphone. But I'm smoothing out the bottom of the hole. I'm smoothing out the area that I drilled out, so it's going to be a little bit better adhesion for the glue, and hopefully the plastic will sit a little deeper, because it was sitting a little proud.
That's interesting.
What's interesting?
Louis Cossey says, speaking of dye, urinary tract medicine will dye the leg hose for the perfect yellow. I can totally see that staining everything. Do I want to use it as a dye? No, but...
So what was it?
Azo urinary tract medicine will dye the legs, the leg hose,
right,
the perfect yellow.
Okay.
And I can see that being a very amazing dye that stains everything, but doesn't mean I want to use it.
Yeah, but...
Yeah, no, but it
we're
makes
looking
sense.
at having to dye a vinyl hose yellow.
Yeah, I can see that working.
Yeah, totally see that working.
Totally see that working. And you could get like the extra strength stuff that goes even darker if you wanted to add it to deepen the color.
Boy, I hope somebody's copying and pasting stuff out of, some of the information out of this, because, yeah. Of course, probably ask the Sacramento Ghostbusters.
Yeah. Ooh, Daniel Knight was planning on making a kid-sized foam shield with a wolf's head on it. That's awesome.
Oh, that's actually very awesome.
Right?
Okay, so
I want a shield with the wolf head on it.
And then I will go dig and try and find my well-done four. It is a little bit small, but because of the small ring left over from, which, you can tell I went at it from the same angle, because the backside of where I was looking is, anyway, it fits and looks fine to me. And I'm much happier with it, with this little plug, than the hole, if you want, yeah.
This thing.
Yeah, than that thing.
Camera 2.
And it's going to fit Bryce's holster a lot better, too.
Go down slightly. There you go. So instead of having this piece.
Yeah.
Book.
I just got to cut another one, and I got to find my glue.
Ooh, fancy silver, gold, and blue is going to be the color scheme for his shield. That's awesome.
Cool.
Ad Vixen. I mean, Odin has to cuss. We live.
Did I cuss?
I don't know.
Early on I did, but I don't think I've said anything since. Might have.
Louis Cossey. Azo is the Ghostbusters cosplay trick. It does stain. It does stain. Wear an apron and rubber gloves. Yeah, that stuff is no joke.
Azo is the cosplayer's trick?
The Ghostbusters cosplay trick.
Okay. And Azo, okay. And is that better than, because that's a urinary tract medicine, right? You're saying? There's urinary tract medicine.
Yeah, that's what Azo is.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that better than like the synthetic dye from RIT, which, yeah, it's vinyl, so would RIT touch it?
Would RIT? I know it works on polyester.
Really well on polyester.
Yeah.
Successfully dyed a white polyester zipper black with it.
But Ted says you could, depending on the size, you can get fuel line for RC planes and cars that's yellow from the factory, so you don't have to yellow it.
Oh, okay.
Which
might be more like what they did.
I know. But then,
the size is like 1/2 inch, maybe 5/8 inch. It's pretty good size. It's just a weird hose that comes off the belt to the pant leg. It's a weird go nowhere, does nothing hose.
It's agreeable.
It's agreeable.
Ace has a question. Attaching a leather strap to 3D plastic, contact cement, E6000 glue, or just hot glue, which would you suggest, or is there something else? Contact cement.
Yeah, contact cement, 5-minute epoxy, mechanical fasteners. Do you have that? E6000. Probably haven't had the right patience for it because I swear there's a lot of people that swear by that stuff.
They use
every
hot
time I
glue
use
to
it.
hold it so that then it sets because
Okay.
nobody has patience for that stuff to dry.
Yeah, because that's you got a couple days to kill while you wait for E6000 to dry. Supposedly it works really well. I've never given it a chance.
I say contact cement because you use contact cement for leather work and you use it for the plastic, so why not use it for both of them? So
Yeah.
that's what I would start with. Hot glue pops off. Depends.
Yeah, which could be good.
It's like, do you want it fast? Do you want it done? Is there going to be any stress on the seams? Do you need to just smoosh it and smoosh it? The E6000, like you said, takes forever to dry, but you can hold it in place, tack it with hot glue, like weld in, then
Right.
glue it.
You could also tack it with super glue.
Yes, but I would use contact cement. Not rubber cement. It's not the same thing.
He knows that. Ace knows that.
I know, I didn't.
No, you didn't. I'm sorry.
Like, I knew
I
it.
apologize.
I knew it, but I didn't really, understand it. Is that my coffee spill? That's okay.
Yeah.
We're distressing it now.
Okay. Yes, it's just a little drip of coffee.
My coffee's over there.
It's fine.
And empty. No, it's okay.
It's a vinyl sticker. I'm sure it's just fine.
Yeah, it is just fine. You saw nothing. It's all better.
All good.
Okay. But that's my 2 cents.
All right.
Oh, Louis Cossey. It's a pee hose according to Dan Aykroyd. When a ghost scares the piss out of you, literally. I wonder if he had a UTI. when he was doing this. It's authentic. He's
authentic.
Sorry.
Why not use urinary tract medicine for your POs?
I'm never going to see it the same. Oh.
Good, I'm glad.
Well, now we know.
And knowing's half the battle. GI joke.
Ace says contact cement was what I was thinking as well. I know sometimes I think that contact cement's not that great and it's not going to hold or something like that.
Yeah.
But
It seems to.
it's how you hem leather things,
Right.
permanently.
And so
It's-
you're...
yeah.
sorry.
No, it's okay.
I was just thinking, one of the things Felicia was explaining to me before with contact cement on leather is, you rough up the surface. And so if you're roughing up the surface of your leather to take the contact cement, as well as roughing up the 3D print surface, that should work really well. But no, yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry, I interrupted you.
No,
Had a thought. "Oh, if I don't express this, I'll forget.
it's fine. I was just going off on a tangent.
Like this whole show hasn't been a tangent. We're going to put on stickers. I'm going to play the PKE meter.
And then rest of the stream later. But it's going to be so cool. That's the whole point, right?
Yeah. It'll fit
Because
in the
if
whole
you
show
want
better.
this already finished, there's videos already. They
Yeah.
exist.
There's videos already, and you can just get one
You
finished.
can catch up to us, and we will still be able...
You can go to spirit.com and just buy one that's full scale now for probably not much more than we spent doing this.
But we're having fun, so...
Yeah, having a lot of fun.
We're here.
Actually.
Yeah.
I have to
Pee
disappear.
hose. Sorry.
Pee hose. Are you wearing your pee hose today?
No, I did not bring my pee hose today.
No, we need that one to put stuff back together. Okay. I need to find my weld on 4. What are you laughing at?
Just the pee hose.
Oh,
And
pee
I'm trying
hose,
to
okay.
read the comments, but I'm just laughing at that.
Pee hose.
Okay, Daniel Knight, when you're done with your project, can you post it? Because it sounds even cooler now. Because Daniel Knight is planning on putting a Celtic knot frame circle on it as well. So now not only does it have a cool, wolf head, a nice, awesome frame, and it's going to be blue and silver and gold. I want to see it now. Just saying. Yep, Stephen Mills. Ace, I would go with contact cement and mechanical fasteners. What infill and wall count on the PLA? Yeah, that does make a difference too, the PLA. Because that stuff's so brittle, isn't it?
It can be, yeah.
It can be. I'm just like, most of my interactions with it is at Cosplay Repair when it's shattered.
Right.
So, I am not the best for, seeing the success stories because I am, the default bias of it's broken already when I get to interact with it.
Yeah.
I haven't actually, built something from scratch to make it happen. I've just seen the results of it crashed and then stuck back together. And while hot glue it pops right off. Contact cement isn't a bad one. It really isn't, especially if you use, the barges or whatever. That stuff is amazing. And it's expensive, but it's good. The E6000 I could see totally working. I just don't have the patience for that, like Odin was saying. He's like, who has patience to work with that stuff? People do. But yeah. Joe Horde. Hi, Odin and Felicia. Haven't seen you both in a while. Hope you are doing well, and Merry Christmas. Well, Merry Christmas to you, too. Joe Horde. I'm doing well. Yes.
Until I spend enough time in the shop because I'm not finding what I want to find.
What are you looking for currently?
Glue. I'm looking for that weld-on 4 glue to glue the plastics together.
Okay.
I'm going to use the weld-on 4 because it's the solvent glue.
No, I'm playing I Spied right now, looking for what
Yeah.
you were just saying.
Yeah, because it's a canister. What I'm looking for is a half gallon. It might be.
Oh, wait.
behind.
You're right. It's a canister.
Yeah, that's why I was digging down low.
Yeah.
It's like those two, but it's an older canister that has a paper label that's taped back on.
Yeah. It's been a minute.
It's been a minute.
I know. I haven't dug through your crap in a while, to tell you the honest truth.
All right. Oh, hey, look what I found. Triple A's.
Oh, look it. We can make it go beep.
Beep, 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 beep.
Okay.
And a lot more washers.
Here, gluey, gluey, gluey. That's what Trash Panda says. Louis Cossey says, I put the glue back last time I used it.
Oh, thank you. Appreciate that, Lewis. Yep, found it. You put it right where it belonged. Thank you, Lewis.
Caution, keep out of reach of children. Do not take internally. Only use with adequate ventilation. Avoid prolonged breathing of vapor. Avoid contact with skin, eyes, clothing. May cause eye injury. Keep away from heat, spark, open flame, and other sources of ignition. So these heaters we have, right?
Yeah, basically. Sounds like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah. Try.
Here you go.
Oh, an open flame.
Is that it? No. So there's two different ways I can put this on.
Interesting. Ace, personally, I would go with PETG or ASA for strength, then contact
Yeah.
cement and mechanical fasteners.
Yep. Those are different types of filaments, and I've heard about them and agree that they are
Probably a better filament than the
than
brittles.
PLA. Yeah.
But PLA's available easily.
Oh,
And
they're all, yeah. Yes, they are.
is it cheap? Is that
Yes,
why
PLA
everybody
is
uses it?
cheap. I believe PLA is nearly half the cost.
So it's the entry. That's why everybody uses it on their
Yeah.
beginning this is the first thing I've ever printed, and it's broken and shattered, and they hand it to me, and I go, well,
Yeah,
let's see,
well.
some popsicle sticks.
Right? What can we do to make this work?
Yeah, so, yeah. Okay.
Oh, I didn't quite.
I love it. Advixen says, I spy, I spy. My mind is going, y'all should take a photo of the shop and make a puzzle out of it, because I spy made me think of toys. Well, that's next week, when we go and try and find...
Yes, next week is seriously I Spy upstairs, and it's just going to be...
I spy in Odin shop, and we'll play the game. Do you see the warp core? What's in that basket?
Yeah.
Whose bust is that?
Right.
Yes. What's in that box? Are those boxes even full of anything? Because that one looks empty.
No, some of those are empty.
Okay. The ones that are
So,
like peculiarly
you're not-
propped on the
You're
edge
not that nuts.
seem very empty, and those ones seem the better to be on the edge. Yeah. I'm going blinds trying to stare up there because all the lights.
Right, because you're staring right past the big soft light.
Popsicle sticks and cat toys. No, those are over there.
Aisle 5.
So what's so special about this?
This glue?
Other than other than you just know it's going to do the job and you don't have to think twice about it.
This is a solvent-based glue, as opposed to, say, a super glue. So the super glue is going to dry, and when it dries, it crystallizes, or what the hell it does when it sets up. And the contact, like contact cement, it's making between the two materials is gripping once it sets up to be a glue and it's dry, right? That's kind of, I mean, I'm sort of trying to paraphrase it, generally speaking, but that's what white glue does. That's what contact cement does. That's what epoxy does. All of those are glues that, because they're touching the two things that are on either side of it, when they set up and become a solid, they're gripping and gluing the two of them together. This is a solvent glue. It melts the two pieces of plastic, and once it evaporates, the melted pieces of plastic go back to being plastic and are actually fused together.
Okay, so it's like chemical welding.
Yes.
I appreciate that. That's
Literally
fun.
why it's called Weld on 4.
Well, thank you for explaining it.
Not a
now
problem.
I understand.
And this is the solvent you use to glue together acrylic boxes. You want to make a trophy case or a display case, and you cut out your 6-inch squares and glue them all together to make your 6-inch box to put, the Tesseract in. And this with a hypodermic style applicator, because you would dry fit the parts together, and then you set the applicator against it, and using capillary action, that magic thing where it draws fluids through. Yeah, it wicks.
Yeah.
And it'll just wick it, and you can actually see it on the clear acrylic, because as it makes contact, the light refraction becomes complete.
Ooh.
Yeah. So you can see where you didn't get it.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's made for acrylic. It's really good with styrene, which is the white plastic I'm using. And then, since this is a toy, chances are it's just styrene. It's probably not ABS, just from how much it flexes and whatnot. I'm sure it's just dyed black styrene plastic. Nothing special. You're a nice plastic. I'm not trying to make fun of you. But, so the weld on is going to work just fine.
Yeah. Stephen Mills says, Felicia, look into buying PLA glue for when you do conventions and need to fix PLA.
Yeah, actually, PLA glue would be good. Can you buy PLA glue now? Because that was Ben Eady did a video on making
His own version.
own version of it. Yeah, but if you can buy it, that sounds. We got time.
When is it again? It's coming up. It's like after our next stream, and then we have the holidays, and then it's.
Yeah, it's like the first weekend in January, so it's a month out.
Okay.
If even that much. This is almost empty, so there it is. Not quite getting down to the fluid. I bought this can of material with play money. not because, it was money I had to play with, because it was money that I got from the company play when I was working there. I don't think the price tag is legible still. Yeah, it is. It says $28, but I can't read the date out anymore. This has got to be last century. I had to have bought this in the 1900s.
Hey.
Yep.
Industrial use only. This is not industrial. You're
working.
fired. No. You're going to get
I
in
am?
trouble. I'm going to
Can
tell.
I go home now?
Well, you can always just go home.
Well, you said I'm fired. So Adam Savage has talked about this exact tool, or solvent stuff, and using.
How do you know what plastics to use it on?
Me was trial and error.
Okay.
If you read the label, it's only going to tell you to use it on specific things.
And half that was missing.
It says acrylic because the formulation number 4 is specific for acrylic. Weld-on 16 is more like the tube model glue you're used to using that squeezes out. I don't like it nearly as much as this. But they have other ones for ABS, and they have other ones for polystyrene. The stuff's that's made out of carbonate, polycarbonate.
The stuffs.
The stuffs.
I know.
Yeah, that's.
You don't know until you know, because then you have to know, and then you're like, why isn't this working? Oh, because they're chemically incompatible.
No.
No.
Yes, how do I know? I've just been playing with it. But what Adam Savage talked about was putting all those fine little details on the Star Wars models. So he was working on, like, the Camino factory and the Republican. The droid control ship, and you would sit down with some really thin styrene plastic and cut out all these little squares, and you'd have all these little squares on like a paper plate, and then the bottom of a soda can, and you'd pour some of this into the just because you just cut off the very bottom because it's kind of a dish and it's metal, so it won't melt. And so you pour some of this into the soda can, and then you take a brand new sharp X-Acto knife, and you can pick up one of those little squares of styrene, dip it into the weld-on, and stick it to the model. And then that has enough surface tension that the model knife will let go, and it doesn't leave enough of a damage to the plastic.
Sounds like the diamond paintings.
Yeah, kind of.
Where you have to.
Ding, ding, ding. And he says, yeah, you just put music on, and you start. I guess it's 3 steps. Anyway, makes sense. I haven't done that, but that makes sense, and I appreciated that story. Okay.
The hole has been plugged. Now
The
it needs
hole's
to be
been
black.
plugged. Now it needs to be black. That's true.
How are we going to paint this plastic?
Spray
Paint.
Just
It's a
spray
rigid
paint it.
surface. It's
Yeah.
not a
So
flexible
here's the
or a
thing.
foam surface.
Do we want to spray paint this really quick, or do we want to just put it back together?
Put it back together, and then we can
Just-
spray paint it,
We'll
because
spray
then we'll
paint
do
it
it
later.
outside.
Yeah.
Because
Because we're running out of time.
indoor and fumes and toxic and heating elements and stuff like that. We're already pushing our luck.
There's that, and probably be better to give the glue a little bit longer to dry than we given it before we put spray paint on it.
Let its chemical welding process
Yeah,
for a while longer.
let it set up, let it sit
I
overnight.
love how it really is melted.
Yeah, it's full on melted. Yeah.
Ooh. And I would have used hot glue. No.
No, it's fine. Hot glue would work.
No, I know, but it's a different type of. It could pop off. Was that you or me?
Buzz. That was me.
This wasn't me.
No, it was me.
Okay. It's 1:50.
Yep, we're almost at the end of the stream.
Right? But we finished something. We got to put these things back together, and then we can call it a day. I'm peeking at yours real quick.
Oh, okay.
Sorry.
That's fine.
You know what?
No, what? Chicken butt.
They're both like my nick off. It doesn't bother.
It doesn't. No, it's not a big deal at all. No.
It really isn't on either one. Okay, so you can have that back. I just wanted to see.
You just wanted to see how bad is this really? It's not.
Yeah, no, it's not.
It's not at all.
Phew. Okay. Is this one or is this that one?
You got yours. You got the one you originally took off.
Okay. 'Cause
You can also tell because I pulled the sticker off mine.
oh, there's a sticker.
Yeah.
PKE meter adult.
Yep.
This one's an adult. It is not a child. You know, this might. Nope.
Oh, hey.
This is a lid.
There's
to
batteries
this.
here now.
I'm like, what is that piece? It looks like it shouldn't be thrown away.
Oh, it's
It
a
was
lid to that.
yeah.
Thank
So no, it should not be thrown away.
I moved camera 3, so camera 2 should still be okay.
Camera 2 and cut. So now does it work while it's still open?
It's kind of hard to get it in camera shot because it's
Too big? Camera.
cool. So that interrupts up here and tells it to stop. There's another limit switch down here for when it closes. Oh, do I actually have to tell it to close? Huh.
What if you change that switch? Nope. Ooh, you broke it.
I might have.
Or there's just really a ghost here and it's like, yo, I'm doing my job correctly.
Yeah. Huh. That's what I get for pressing one button and it works the way I want it to, and then I press the other button and now it's not closing. Huh. What do you want to do to close? There's no other buttons. Watch about just resetting it. Yeah, it'll close. All right.
Eventually.
Well, bummer. Oh.
What did you do?
Well, when it opened up the second time, it hit the table, and it didn't close the circuit.
Oh. It bypassed the circuit. Avoiding the stop. You fixed it! Alright, let's go back.
Oh, sorry, all that was off screen.
Was it?
Yeah, kind of.
I
Sorry,
wasn't
guys.
paying attention. I was sitting over here adding the screws back into this.
Yeah, when it wrote up over this other limit switch, so it was still just running its
Like it was still
sequence,
open.
like it was still trying to open. Yeah, it never got its command to stop. Make sure the wire's tucked in so I don't get that caught when I put the halves back together.
I did none of that. I just smooshed it back together.
That's
And I
fine.
hope it works.
I'm sure it'll be fine. Oh, you were using the screwdriver still, right? So never mind.
I have one last screw and then you can have it.
Okay. I guess I can wait.
Wait, let me make sure this works.
I gotta wait longer?
It works. Okay, we good.
Okay.
If I screwed it up, you know.
Honestly, with Ted telling us it's fuel line, that makes sense because they're going to just use something that's easy to get a hold of, for the most part, for the pee hose.
For the pee hose, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's at least it's easy that we could just pee in the hose and dye it.
Yeah.
Ultimately.
There's that. Yeah.
That makes me laugh so much, but it makes so much sense too. I guess it would make a very good dye. I'm like, now I need a dress.
Now you need a vinyl dress so you can dye it.
Yeah, so it can go with the rest of the collection.
You already have a vinyl dress?
Yes.
Okay. I don't remember.
Well, you saw my vinyl coat.
Yeah, I've seen your vinyl coat.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that I've seen.
Yeah, so.
Sorry.
No worries. I'm off in my own little head world.
Good.
It works. Dan, can't the arms pinch your fingers when they close?
Give it a shot. I bet there's
Kids, don't try this at home. Ow. No, it doesn't hurt.
It doesn't have enough strength?
It doesn't have the arm strength. No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it passed whatever.
It's kid safe, apparently. Even though it's an adult.
Even it says adult? Yeah.
It says adult! See, I'm a grown up. I can have these toys. It says it's for adults. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this says you're an adult.
I'm dead.
She's dead, Jim. Okay, so what shitty 80s movie that rented props from previous productions, including the armor that Tom Selleck wore in Runaway, used this prop as their way of moving information around with whatever shitty movie this was? Quick trivia at the end of the shoot.
No idea.
No idea. I think it's even on the poster for the movie, if I remember correctly. And more hints to help your Google searches go faster. If it is the movie I'm thinking it is, I'm pretty sure it is. Wasp did like the theme song for it. Lovely 80s big hair band where, oh, the lead singer's so cool, he has half of a round circular saw coming off of his gauntlets. He's got saw gauntlet. Yeah, it's
Saw gauntlets are fun.
saw gauntlets are fun. Mm-hmm. Movie was trash.
Yes, but sometimes we love that garbage.
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say,
a lot.
there are times when it's the more garbagey, cheesy, the better.
There's one thing we haven't done.
What? Saw it.
Actually,
I don't have a belt today.
yeah, that fits so much better because it used
Now
to.
it doesn't have
It
the
used
thing.
to really stick out and be a problem, and now it's
Yeah, with this thing here. Yeah, no, you're right.
Yep, this
Without
is
this
so much
thing
better.
being in the way. Yeah.
Yeah. Thank you, Bryce.
Who are you gonna call?
Bryce knew.
Yeah. You're doing it wrong.
Cool.
Okay.
I'm super happy to find one of those.
So we got no stickers done.
Got no stickers done. We played PKE meters.
So next week we can either do stickers or we can excavate that, but I kind of want to excavate that.
We're going to excavate for sure. Stickers still might happen. Stickers can always happen. So
We can always use stickers.
yeah, stickers
We should
can
probably
always.
print out reference images,
That's something else that would probably really help us. Actually have
tangible reference.
reference images for the stickers, and make sure that we're not missing something else for that putting on stickers would inhibit. We're not missing.
Yeah. Well, if anything, I don't know. I don't think it's the end of the world. We'll figure it out.
We'll figure it out. Yeah.
Yeah, like even if we destroy a sticker, I'm like we can figure it out.
Right. If we destroy a sticker, we can order another one. Worst case.
Worst case, we can.
We probably get away with just making
Cutting out some
stickers.
vinyl.
We actually have the ability to make stickers.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll let you guys. I don't know if we got any comments about it or not, and it's okay if we didn't. But the movie I'm thinking about, delightful film called The Dungeon Master. It starred Richard Mall. I believe Richard Mall was the Dungeon Master, the guy that was Bull from Night Court. Don't remember who the leads were at all, but and the guy doesn't even wear the complete set of Tom Selleck armor from Runaway because it was like this futuristic robot movie. He was a whatever. God, that movie had Gene Simmons in it. Tom Selleck was sort of like a Blade Runner knockoff, but it was totally not Blade Runner at all. But he's wearing this armor to protect him against these robots. He's fighting these little spider killbot things that boxes with legs. No, Runaway's a better movie than Dungeon Master, and that's not saying much. But anyway. Did anybody get it, or did you happen to see? Did anyone?
No.
Nope, that's fine. Good for you guys for knowing what movies to avoid, or just not being able to find it.
Dan Does Junk says, it's cool knowing others contributed to this build. Bryce New provided the PKE meter holsters, and I provided the black 2mm foam for the grips, LOL.
Yep. Yes, you did.
DJ.
Yeah,
I mean,
thank you.
Ace says, you're doing it wrong. Ha ha ha. That voice was different. DJ Stumpy, has anybody stuck anything geeky on their Christmas trees? I have Smurfs and clear baubles I made myself, and also a naked Santa and Mrs. Claus for extra randomness.
Okay.
Get a Starbug also. What's geeky on your tree?
There's a BB-8 ornament.
Okay.
What else is geeky? I have, for 2 years, way back, like 88, 89, 90, Hallmark made Lego ornaments. So they made one that was half-size Legos. They were all cast. It was Hallmark, right? It wasn't, you didn't build them. And it was Santa Claus with a fireplace and stockings. And then the next year, they had one, or the year after that, where it was Santa in his sleigh. And I think those are the only 2 Lego ones they made, at least at that time. So I've got those. I don't know how geeky that is.
On my mantle, I have a few geeky things. Let me see. Go back to my photos. I have a troll doll.
Okay. And that's the big-haired troll doll, not the...
from the 80s or
yeah,
whatever.
Okay.
Like an original one.
Like an original troll, okay.
I have a Lego Santa on
on skis.
And that is a kind of Godzilla-esque thing, eating garden gnomes.
Oh, that's fun.
Yeah, so
Yeah,
I would say that's kind of like my little geeky spot.
That's a little geeky spot.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, and then randomly on the tree I have actual toys sometimes just as...
So it's a place to yeah.
Yeah, and
go.
Barbie was on top of my tree last year.
Oh, okay.
I made her a little angel setup.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
So I have a few geeky things stuck in there.
Nice.
That's for sure. But I do want to make a Lego Christmas tree because I have some Lego stickers that I wanted to turn into these ornament things, but we'll see if it ever happens.
Okay.
Because I think it'd be fun to decorate one of those little tiny trees just in Legos. Like all the different things. You could hang the minifigs, you could make the little garlands. I just think it would be fun.
J Period was 3D printing Lego wreaths.
I saw those.
So,
those
yeah,
look really cool because they did
Lego.
them like
Yeah.
giant size. But I'm always obsessed with their greenery and their flowers and such.
Makes me think about, doing that Odin size. Anyway.
An Odin size. Yeah, you should.
Well, it was 3D printed first. I was like, well, wait, that's just a flat part with a bunch of rings. You could easily laser cut that.
I was like wondering if you could use
Yeah, it's out of wood, basically, yeah. Or
tongue depressors. Yeah, because wasn't it just the pieces and then...
Yeah,
But
basically.
then you had to add the circles.
there's a lot of circles on that.
Yeah, a lot of the things.
Little Lego greenery piece from.
But the maker
from a
in
long
me
time
goes,
ago.
I could do that.
Pretty much, yeah. No, that's nothing wrong with that.
I do not have limits. I always believe I can make it because if I can't, who can?
I'm sure you can.
Okay.
It is past 2 o'clock. I want to thank everyone for hanging out with us this week as we played with stickers, as we played with PKA meters, and thank you very much for the letter, Marvel Guy. That was awfully nice.
Is that a whale?
That is a whale.
Is that accurate?
No, that's Moby having fun. That's his logo. What are we talking about? This was a sticker that he included. And instead of the no symbol over the Ghostbuster, the ghost here, this white thing is a whale, which is his logo, like this whale here. It's Moby's little whale logo, but that's what he uses as no symbol, and I had not noticed that. But yep, it's called Moby because it's Moby Sign Company Equipment Prop Labels. So, very cool. I want to thank whoever told me about this, probably Bryce. And I'll put these all back into its envelope and keep them safe.
I was going to say, it can kind of probably stay there because the envelope's right there.
Right.
So.
I'll just keep it that much safer.
Right.
I mean, it's only going to be a little bit, but we still may not get around to playing with these next week.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Keep it with the master plan.
Yeah, I'll keep it in the master plan.
So it doesn't get lost.
Put it back in the envelope so it's safe. So thank you everyone for tuning in. Thank you for hanging out with us today. Thank you for enjoying us while we're in our cold environment, enjoying our California winter where it doesn't snow, but it's too cold to go outside. And Dan Does Junk got a Rogue Trader game ad. Wow, really? Okay. Jerry Can Causeway managed to catch all of about 20% of the stream. Sweet. Lewis said, I thought you were asking what other movies use the PKE meter. Yeah, I was trying to ask that. That was the Dungeon Master. The prop itself, they didn't use it as a PKE meter. And it's very similar, but it's not what Chekhov used to takes whatever out of the atomic vessels that were in San Francisco Bay for Star Trek 4. He had a thing that very similar. It had blinkies and whatever on it, but it's not a PKE meter. Louis Causey is telling us we can 3D print out the P-hose connector.
The P-hose. It is now forever the P-hose.
It is forever going to be the P-hose.
I can't think of it any other way. It is just stained pee because of that guy's poor urinary tract infection.
Oh, yeah.
I know it's not the story, but in my head, that is like...
Now, of all things, Dan is telling us that we need a "you're doing it wrong" button.
There's a million ways to do anything wrong.
Yeah.
So.
Hey, so happy to see you, Nad Vixen. This is really cool. Getting over here and seeing some of the end of this. How to control the extension of the arms? Yeah. Get the arms? No. Okay, good. Alrighty. Well, I think we kind of caught up with everything. Thank you all for joining us. I've been saying that a lot. We're going to be back next Sunday, so just in a week. It's going to be, the 17th, 16th? Whatever the hell next Sunday is. The exact same time. It'll be noon California time. Felicia and I will be working on this more. And
the 17th.
The 17th. Trying to do a live stream of me climbing up to the space above the 3D printing room that we made to.
And we're going to play I Spy.
We're going to play I Spy.
Odin's workshop, and we'll have a list. And if you can find these things,
yeah,
then we'll finally know where they're at.
Number 1 on the list: can you spot a clean spot? Nope. Thank you all very much. We'll see you next week. If you want to talk to us, you can catch us on Discord. If you want to get on Discord, patreon.com/Odin Makes. Get you Discord access. Thank you all very much.
Bye-bye. Okay. Not forgetting.